insanity circus. Listen, you broke motherfuckers, we have to hit the fucking goal today. So get your fucking wallets out, you bunch of fucking leeches. Let's get some support. Let's get some kick subscribers. Let's get some gifted subs. We need some fucking subs to hit the almighty goal. God bless the goal. If we hit 50 more goals, I'll stuff my face with shitty fast food, and you get to watch it all. How's that for a reward, you fucking morons? Here at the Internet Insanity Circus, we aren't eating lunch meat sandwiches. We need cash for some crazy expensive DoorDash meals. DoorDash delivers motherfuckers, so you better deliver those donations right into our pockets, bitches. This has been the lowest supported show so far. Too many broke motherfuckers in this audience. Don't you want to see us hit the fucking goal tonight? Let's go. Let's get some support. We need some sub bombs dropping right now. Let's not wait. Stop holding back, you cheap fucking assholes. We need the support now. The stream may be ending soon. This is your last chance to support the stream. Let's go. We need support now. Stop holding back. Let's do it. Let's hit the goal right now, and we can just enjoy the rest of the show.
I remember everything. People said I was a king. Memories of a man, a place that was kino, laughing through the night. The night goes into morning, just another show. Felt it lull, cows come and go. Looking at the clips, I see a memory. I never realized you were going to snake me or Andy. You came and your body was shredded, but she sent me away, oh Andy. Oh, I hoped that one day we'd be wedded, but she just called me gay, oh Andy. Standing on the edge of cloud, I'm filled with bitterness and doubt. Caught up in your world, my sadness melted, but now it's all gone wrong and everything's felted, oh Andy. Well, you came and your body was shredded, but you sent me away, oh Andy. Oh, I hoped that one day we'd be wedded, but she just called me gay, oh Andy.
And you must pay. DARKSYDEPHIL, he's begging tonight. He needs your cash, it's just not right. He begs for money night and day, for all of the games he wants to play. Must hit the goal or he don't win. He needs the cash to pay for gin. DARKSYDEPHIL is begging today. He needs your tips and you must pay. DARKSYDEPHIL, he's begging tonight. He needs your cash, it's just not yes they do. Here is gold, and that's true. Tune in and watch your sad decline. No money, honey, watch him whine. Whine. Yes, they do. Here is gold, and that's true. Tune in, watch your sad decline. No money, honey, watch him whine. Watch him whine. DARKSYDEPHIL is begging today. He needs your tips and you must pay. He's begging tonight. He needs your cash, just not right. Why? Talk a lie. That's just not right.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and we're back to take another look at my favorite internet beggar, who has not changed. Imagine that. He's still begging, but the greed is kind of off the charts, which is why I called tonight's show What I Did. There's an old saying, and that is that a beggar's purse is never full. Because apparently no matter how much money DARKSYDEPHIL begs for and even gets, he's still back the very next day begging more. And we've seen this time and time again. We'll take a moment to welcome in the live chat. I see we've already got a good audience here. And I was reading through some of the comments, and a few people were complaining about the animated backgrounds. Most people like this, but I don't know, maybe it's a different crowd of yesterday's audience. A few people didn't like the animated background. So let me know, do you think this is distracting and I should use plainer, static, non-moving backgrounds? Or should I continue using the animated backgrounds? I've gotten just a few messages that people don't like it. Most people have said, hey, cool layout or something like that. We want to thank some kind and generous folks already out of the gate. Chill Station 7 with 10 says the music is always on point. Let's get the pig roast going. Yeah, that's what we're here for. And thank you for your kindness.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
That they're not too powerful for me. Thank you, Chill Station 7. The one yesterday was crazy. Yeah, it's not that different, Arlene. Hold on. Let me use the one from yesterday, and we'll see if that one is too much. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one from yesterday, Arlene. Is it really that much more distracting? I guess. I don't know. And, today, though, I was thinking that you can't please all the people all of the time. And sometimes it's not a good idea to even try. Like if there was a consensus and everybody was saying, hey, we don't like this one part of your show, but it's never really like that. So it's kind of hard to make decisions based on just a few people's opinions. I don't know. Leave the background, just slow it down a bit if you can. I guess. I mean, I could try that. DSP has been insane with begging lately. Yeah, every time I think it can't get worse, Planet Pizza, it definitely gets worse. H-Bomb doesn't mind them. Okay, well, thank you, H-Bomb. Master Betty, we are jealous because we hate DSP. Okay, dude, cry more. Well, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those nights. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Dude, I'm gonna make so much money. This is insane.
Okay. It's fascinating that there's a cottage industry of DSP detractors. Yeah, Kevin Alt wants me to take a poll. I don't know. Yeah, and the other thing is that one person really was very offended by a 2-minute introduction to the show. I don't know if people's attention span is just getting so terrible because they're used to shorts and scrolling that 2 minutes is too much to wait for the show to begin. I do the intro so that it gives people time to come into the live chat. I don't want to start at 10 seconds, and this person said a 5 or 10 second intro is long enough. You don't need 2 minutes. I mean, I don't know. Bob Hoskins says the 60 countdown he did the other day was insane. Yeah. He's also repeating himself at an alarming rate. Old man going senile. Generation Z has now discovered DSP. Oh no. Do I want to come to your 4th of July barbecue? I'm probably going to be busy with family stuff. And Sean Patrick with a kind and generous $2 pledge. Thank you.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
And thank you for letting your money talk to me, Sean Patrick. We'll take it. Steve, my father used the last of my money on my debit card, but I'll donate at the end of the month. Thank you. Needed this. No worries. No worries. I always feel bad when people are like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm broke, I can't donate. I'm not DSP. I'm not gonna. You know what? No. I'll do a DSP and start yelling at you. MDD is a bitch. No. Donate now. Don't hold back. No excuses. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, just look at the casino. Their intro is like 30 minutes. It gives people time to come in, right? It gives people time to get to the live stream. You don't want to start with the content immediately and then half the audience isn't there yet. I don't know. That's just my take on it. So we're going to begin tonight right away. I've got some other things that I got to do tonight. I want to thank Songs in the Key of CWC for that excellent Andy song, but I didn't realize that that's a takeoff of the Mandy song. So I'm probably our stream's probably getting demonetized. And who wrote "Oh Mandy"? I don't even know. Is that Elton John or is that Billy Joel? Oh Mandy song. Oh no, Barry Manilow, of all people, is going to take the advertising revenue away from me for using a comedic version of his song. YouTube's getting crazy. Like even just a cover or a what do you call that? Like a comedic parody of a song. They take the ad revenue. V is here, says I made it. Good. Railroad Bum says your background and intro are fine, Stephen. Those people are cliff icebergs. Keep up the great work, my friend, and praise the cash. Oh, and also I want to put something on the record before we thank you, Railroad Bum, big supporter of the show. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support, and continued support of the show. Much appreciated, Railroad Bum, who contributed some music. And god damn it, I still forgot to load that song of yours for this roast. I'm sorry.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
I promise I'll load it into my studio. The problem, Railroad Bum, is I have 2 workstations. One is in my office that I did the render of your song on with the graphics, and the other is down here in my basement where I'm streaming from temporarily during the heatier months. Yeah, Arlene says sometimes I don't get the notification until I have been here a while, so I don't. So I think the intro is a great idea. Yeah. Come on, Barry Manilow doesn't have enough money. He's got to steal $27 in ad revenue from me. I hate things like that. That I just, because here's what happens. You don't want to argue over like a couple of bucks, so you just let it go. But what ends up happening is that'll happen 5 times in a month, and 5 times 27 makes a little bit of a difference, right? So you got to fight for your money. It's kind of ridiculous. So I just need to put something on the record. I got a few messages, not a lot, but I got a couple of messages going. Oh, Cliff High, he's just as big a grifter as David Wilcock, and this and that. And a lot of people don't like the guest that we had yesterday. And I just want to say, in case anybody doesn't realize, is that all I did was have a conversation with the guy, and I'm sure that we disagree on many, many things. I mentioned that during the show. But we probably disagree on most everything or a lot of things. I don't know. So my bringing somebody here as a guest or talking to them here is never an endorsement of their belief system or their past claims or anything like that. It's just a conversation. And I hate to use that because it sounds like a cop out, and I've attacked other show hosts for using that. But in the case of Cliff High, I wanted to hear his perception and perspective on David Wilcock's slow descent into madness. He's been following it as longer than me. So, I did that. Pablo Meza, thoughts on Pig Roach reviewing the T-Pain meal? Yeah, we're going to get into that, but we thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I'm just fascinated, like, by his audience because I just don't get it. Like, if you're such a loser that you're going to give a guy a donation so that you could watch him eat Wendy's, like, why don't you just go to take that same money and go to Wendy's and have a nice meal for yourself, and you don't have to watch this loser on the internet eating? Like, is that really a reward? My reward for the audience if we hit 10 goals, which is, by the way, that's $1,500. He rewards his audience for giving him $1,500 by eating like a $10 fast food meal. Like, that's some big reward. I just don't get it. But thank you, Pablo Meza.
Throw money at me.
That's right. Let's everybody keep throwing money at me. Railroad Bum, don't worry about it, man. No worries on the song. I'll find it. I got to find it on my other workstation, and I'll upload it. Maybe I'll even upload it separately, and I'll put it on the Clips channel as well, if you don't mind. I appreciate it very, very much.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Yes. And somebody also asked me about the car search. For those unaware, I have been trying my very best to find a used four-wheel drive vehicle. There's just so many scammers out there. It's such a... and I've missed out on a few cars. Somebody sold a truck out from under me. Like, I told the guy, I'll be there tomorrow with a deposit, and then 2 days later, I'll be back with, $100 bills, and we'll do the transfer. No problem. He sold the truck because somebody showed up and wanted the truck right away, or so, So then I'm right back to where I started after looking at 30,000 cars on Facebook Marketplace. Now I'm looking at another 1,000 cars and Facebook Marketplace is the biggest joke I've ever seen. It's like, car runs great, needs new transmission, may need a new transmission, engine and transmission light are on, may need brakes, may need this, may need that. Like, are you selling trash, right? Trolley Troll says, what's Phil's favorite thing to order from DoorDash? Spaghetti. I get it, and I see what you did there.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Yes, thank you, Trolley Troll. Moth Loves Detracting is here. Steve, you should cover DSP's notorious fan, Derek. Derek, yeah, I've heard some stuff about that, and maybe we will do that.
Why did I spend the money? Someone asked me, why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Thank you, Moth Loves Detracting. So buying a car is a big nightmare because I want to get a good deal. I don't want to pay too much, but then when you get into the lower edge of car, like the lower, less expensive cars, there's always something wrong with them. And I'm not a mechanic. My brother and my father were. I just didn't get that skill. My brother makes fun of me for how bad I am with cars, but I always remind him, like, hey, I can't rebuild an engine, but you can't rebuild a computer. So we're even, right? Like, we all get different skills in life. My brother is mercilessly calls me gay because I don't change my own oil and stuff. Like, changing your own oil, by the time you buy the oil, you could just pay go to Pep Boys, and it's almost the same price as just buying the oil. I don't see the need to get under the car and get dirty for a couple of dollars, right? And my brother really mercilessly, he's like, "Geez, man, did you buy new panties?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, you're not just change your own oil, right?" Because I once called him and I asked, like, "Hey, who's got a good deal on an oil change right now?" He normally knows, I don't know, even though he does his own, but he's got a whole shop in his backyard. Like his garage is all set up. He's got a tire machine and a lift, and he works on people's cars on the side. He has a day job, but uh, Duty's a bigger loser than Phil. Really? I like Duty, right? I'm just too old to do crap anymore. Changing oil is a young man's game. Yeah, maybe right. Uh, Duty may be the anonymous tipper people are saying. Well, maybe. I mean, if your income depends on creating content about Phil and it's slow, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard rumors about that though. So we're gonna get into the roast. If I can get this to work right. Yeah. So there's some significant begging that has been going on. But this one is my favorite, so we're going to start with this one. And this is from Snort Hogan. I just mirrored them so that we don't get the ads. Go check out Snort Hogan's channel, Best Clips. I like that and DSP Memology, and I like Duty's channel for the clips as well.
Well, let me tell you.
Talking in kick chat.
Yeah, so this one is he's asking for $1,500 in 3 days so that he could eat pizza. I'm going to say that one more time. He's asking his audience in this clip for $1,500 in a 3-day time window so that he can eat pizza, right? And somebody mentioned, yes, Kino Casino is on vacation, so I have to felt Phil this week. We should call this felting Phil while the boys are away, right? Yeah, Scope Seeker says, I'm convinced that many detractors give money to Phil. Yeah, I would eat pizza for $12.50. I'll do it for $1,000, SR. I'll do you one better. But let's begin. So he's complaining about low support, and then I love the hook. It's like, hey, guys, if we hit these goals within the next 3 days, I'll eat pizza for you. Like, wow, Phil, so generous. You'll eat pizza for us. Great.
Dr. Jedi, I hate to tell you, there's authentic stuff all the time on streams. It's just that idiots just meme their own nonsense and believe what they want. Like right now, they're talking in kick chat about that I dye my hair. I have literally never dyed my hair.
His hair looks dyed.
If I dyed my hair,
by the way,
I would
there's
also
nothing
dye
wrong
my
with that.
beard. I wouldn't dye just the hair and not the beard. Wouldn't that be pretty stupid?
That is not pretty stupid. I must know 10 guys who have salt and pepper beards, but their hair is perfectly covered brown or black or blonde or whatever they're dyeing it. I don't know what it is, but some men just don't go that extra step. They dye the hair, but not the beard. Maybe they like the salt and pepper beard. I don't know.
Never dyed my hair, but they still believe it. They still puppet it. They meme it. They parrot it, right? So, Phil just doesn't like what he does and is not genuine. It's completely the opposite. I wouldn't be here every day enjoying myself, having a good time doing this if I didn't love it. I would do something else.
That's a lie. He told Triple P from Kino Casino in the DMs that he hates streaming video games. He hates what he does every day. He told PPP he hates it, but he has to keep it going because that's his source of income. That's his money.
There's many other things I could do. Okay, seriously.
There's many other things. What else could Phil do? Listen, I used to hire people at a corporate job, like I did interviews and hired new hires and stuff. And the first thing I ask is, what have you been up to for the past couple of years? I could read it on the resume, but I like to hear it from them. And then they tell me, like, what's Phil going to say? I've been begging on the internet for 10 or 15 years straight, playing children's video games. Who's going to hire him? He's fucked. He can't get a job. Phil, you cannot get a real job, dude. They're going to look you up on the internet. And go Google Phil Burnell and see what comes up. Who's going to hire you? Go Google Phil Burnell. You don't even need to know it's Darkside Phil. You could just Google Phil Burnell and you can get all this dirt on him. He could pimp himself. I don't think anybody would pay money for any kind of sex stuff with him. Maybe he could be like a masseuse or something. I don't know. That hair is a wig or dye. Be real. Women have no shame in coloring hair. So many men are insecure. I color mine once in a while because I get a lot of gray in my temples and I don't like it, V. And I feel like I'm not ready to be the guy with the gray hair on the side yet, you know? But I'm lazy, so I don't do it as much as I should. Like I'm sure I got gray hair on the side now. Look at that. Yeah. And I had no gray hair until my children. As soon as I had children, it started popping out, right? His hair is 100% dyed. Somebody said, yeah.
There's many other things that would be different, but I could definitely make work. I love doing this. This is actually the harder road. Do you get it? Like me sitting here, not making drama content.
Oh, yeah. It's much harder sitting, playing children's video games and begging strangers on the internet for money than it is going to a real job. Come on, Phil.
Not bringing down.
He does this because he's lazy and this is easy. All he has to do is have no shame and beg like a crackhead every day of his life. You know, occasionally I start to wonder, like, what's going on in this guy's head? Like, that's got to be degrading to have to beg like a crackhead every day of your life. It's got to be. But he keeps going doing it, so maybe it doesn't affect him like it would affect most people. But imagine if suddenly, starting tomorrow, you had to beg like a crackhead every day to survive and pay your bills. Wouldn't that take like a psychological toll on you? I think it would take a toll on most people.
Down others for personal gain, not selling out and shilling crap, just being me, hanging out with you guys. This is the harder road. Path 3. Okay.
Yeah, it's much harder to play video games.
My beard is really shit. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yes, my beard is all white. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm older now.
Yeah, and that's why we know you dye your hair. Because if you didn't dye your hair would match. The curtains would match the drapes, bro.
My beard grows in white. Even over here, on the sides here, is all white when it grows in. What do you want me to do? I'm older. That's what happens when you age. Your hair goes white. Also, your face starts to get wrinkles
Chihuahua
and sag.
says he's a
Your
beggar.
body starts to atrophy. There's nothing you can do. You get older. I'm in my almost mid 40s. And
could you imagine? This guy's going to be 50 years old playing fucking Super Mario Brothers and begging for a living. But thank you, Marico's Chihuahua. My wife had Chihuahuas, and I'm not going to say I was happy when they passed away, but those dogs were so mean. They bond to one person, and they only like the one person in the house. In this case, my wife. They were always mean to me.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
And somebody once asked if I'm using AI to make Phil say cringe things. No, these are things he actually said. We just added the animation. Hand of God, thank you, Maricos Chihuahua. Hand of God Gaming, Phil wears a toupee. Do you think that's a rug? It might be. Looks maybe like it could be.
Throw money at me.
Thank you, Hand of God Gaming. So the possibilities are a lot of just for men hair dye, or it's a rug. Either of those is kind of, I don't have any problem with people dyeing their hair, but just admit it, right?
This will continue. I hate to tell you, this will continue before your very eyes. But also, it's going to happen to you. You may be ignorant of that, but it will happen to you as well. I don't care that my beard is white. I don't care. All right, so guys, today let's get back on track, because here's the deal. We had a rousing double goal hit on the Onimusha 2 premiere stream yesterday. That was absolutely...
All right, so he hit 2 goals yesterday, meaning he made $300 yesterday. And you would think, like, he would think to himself, like, okay, yesterday I made $3, so I can calm down on the begging, right? Nope. He made $300 the day before, and he still doubles down on the begging. That's what's so fascinating to me. Like, a normal person has a little bit of, like, logic and shame to their game. Like, well, I did make $300 yesterday, so maybe I should calm down on the begging. Not Phil.
absolutely amazing. On a Minecraft stream, we did good, but we didn't hit a goal. We got over $100. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, woe is me. I made over.
So he made $400 on yesterday. He made $400 the day before. He's begging like this.
For $100 playing Minecraft for 2 hours. That's great. Okay. But we didn't hit the goal. Today, we want to get back on track. We want to get back on pace. We want to start hitting goals for DSP Tries It. We're about to look at and pick what the subject of the next DSP Tries It is.
Wow.
But please support the stream today. That means.
What kind of trash is he going to eat this week?
Let's get super chats, super stickers, and memberships on the YouTube side.
Here's the super beggar sampler. He does this constantly. Let's get one of everything. By the way, that reminds me. Let's get some Kick subs. Let's go recognize the Kick live chat. Loving Kick so far, but it's a little more work because it's more to do. We want to give a shout out to the people in the Kick chat like Winter Soldier, Blazing Mad, Adjective Noun. Boy, I don't even know how to say this one. KH3 Mickle X is over in the Kick Live chat. Shout out to you, Blazing Mad, and See a Me is over there. It's Jet Black in his 40s. It's died. He jerked off on a stream. Yes. No ads on Kick, baby, says Blazing Mad. And I will be periodically checking in with my creator dashboard over there. So if you become a subscriber or you gift a sub, like Winter Soldier gifted a sub that I may have missed yesterday. And if I believe I did. So I apologize to Winter Soldier. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much appreciated.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Well, I've got some money now, thanks to Winter Soldier. And let's continue with the Beg Fest.
Subs over on Kick, and let's get some tips between the two via PayPal. Particularly, again, I hate to beat the dead horse. Kick has been down in support recently. We are down like still 150 subs and haven't really regained many or any. All you got to do is take a look at the weekly leaderboard right now.
Okay. So again, he made $400 the day before. And now he's chastising the Kick viewers because they're not ponying up enough money for him. The man has no shame in his game. Jesus.
There was barely 30 gifted subs this week.
That's $150. He got $150 in support on Kick. And he's complaining to the Kick viewers, you guys didn't give me enough money lately. You guys have to give me more money if you're watching on Kick. And that reminds me, my viewers on Kick, you guys got to give me more money, right? Phil, all right? I learned it by watching Phil.
I don't even know if there is 30 gifted subs this week, actually. So, yeah, we are way, way down. It would be great to get some momentum back. Let's get some support rolling, whether it's...
Yeah, and it would be great if somebody gave me a $2,000 super chat right now, but I'm not going to complain and beg for it. Jesus, God, this guy is so cringy.
Anything, tips or super chats or subs or memberships. There's a ridiculous amount of gray names in the YouTube chat, if you haven't noticed. People used to always have memberships. Now there's a whole bunch of people who don't have them anymore. So some gifted...
Well, you could take money out of your pocket and gift yourself some subs to give to your community if you really cared that much, Phil. Instead, he wastes his money on a child's wrestling game like a fucking loser.
Memberships would also be appreciated, I'm sure, by the entire community. All right? So, if you like the content, please support it. Let's get some momentum rolling. Let's get our first super chat of the day, because I don't count that last one because I don't know what the fuck that guy was talking about. Let's get our first tip of the day. Let's get our first membership of the day. And let's get our first...
The audience has to get back on track.
Okay?
Yes!
Let's do it. Oh, we got it. Let's see here. I got a $1.84
He is afraid of naked
tip.
anime women. He's gay. Yeah, I have that clip. We're going to share it. Zamolius. I got it loaded up. Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh,
yes.
I know all about this. Someone tipped $1.84 and says, yeah, you have no idea.
Male pattern baldness
in content creation, and because you did, you are where you are. People who
Yeah.
basically have kissed butt or taken one of these drama routes, they're making insane
I
amounts
know
of money.
Arlene
Even
is here,
celebrities
V.
who outside of gaming were doing acting or other things are now getting into gaming because the money is so big and companies are paying everyone to do stuff. I'm well aware of that. And, just like we know, I would never be able to be a part of that. Number one, because I don't want to be, because that's not part of who I am. I'm an honest guy. I'm not going to stand here and
He's an
shill crap
honest
and play
guy.
a game to pick
Oh,
a
he's
paycheck to
so
do so.
honest that he
But also,
scams his audience.
no one would ever want to do it because of my trolls. Like,
You can't say I'm an honest guy when you scam your audiences for $100 at a time to do shots and then you don't do the shots. He has literally been caught scamming his audience. He's been caught scamming Kick. For those unaware, he got caught scamming Kick, I think 3 or 4 times already, because Kick pays a certain amount per hour if you're streaming exclusively on Kick, and then they pay a separate smaller amount if you're multi-streaming. He kept telling Kick that he was streaming only on Kick so he could steal money from them. That's not an honest guy. You can't say you're an honest guy, Phil.
even though I have legit viewers and fans who like me and will listen to my opinions on stuff, and I do influence
People like
buying
me.
and not buying stuff with what I say, the insane morons out there, the weirdos, right?
He'll
Who just
give
say
you an
messed
empty
up stuff
game
about me
case.
constantly. They just harass too many people on the internet.
He
So
will. He'll never give
there's
anything
just
back.
nothing that can be done about it. Right now, if I were to take a sponsorship for any game, immediately these weirdos would go harass the company, find people who are talking about the game, harass them, harass everything around it. And I have no control over this insane internet mob. So my road is a different
Yes,
one.
Bob
The fact that I'm
Hoskins
still
is
able to
correct.
be successful despite all of the things.
This is a
thrown
very
against
good
me.
point, so I want to stop him and share it. Bob Hoskins says he said today something like, "I'm being smart with my money, and you can see I'm not spending it on dumb things." Meanwhile, he bought a $360 steering wheel last week. Yes, you are correct. And Dave with £2 says, "Cheap 4x4s don't exist. Don't buy cheap." Yeah. Well, I was going to spend $5,000 on my friend's truck he was selling, but my friend is a good friend, and he checked the truck out, and it was way rotted. And he was like, "I don't feel good selling it to you because it's in really bad shape. So I'm sorry, but I'm just going to junk it." And I appreciated that. But I was prepared to spend $5 for his truck, which I thought was in good condition. Turns out it wasn't. But it looks like I might have to spend twice that to get a decent 4-wheel drive vehicle. And that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Nothing. The economy is in the shitter. Everything is so expensive. Inflation's through the roof. You got to spend what you got to spend to get a decent vehicle, and I guess I'm willing to do that.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
I just need a lot more cash money, Dave. But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. And Railroad Bum with another 2. Use my tunes any way you want. Suffer pig. Yeah, good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm going to monetize Railroad Bum's music, right? You need to spend, Dave says you need to spend around $10K. Oh, I was hoping to avoid that. I was hoping to get away with 5, right? I really was hoping to get away with 5 and then, use that other 5 for cabin materials. He went on a little rant about how he's scared to spend money, so he's not going to blow it on dumb stuff. Yes. What was Cliff High saying about the Black Knight satellite? Does he really believe in that? Yeah, and I totally don't. I debunked the Black Knight satellite is a stupid story. It's a conflation of a bunch of different stories that make no sense. There's amateur astronomers, CMS. If there really was an ancient satellite that's orbiting Earth, somebody would see it and image it. Nobody really has. And the most famous photo of the Black Knight satellite turned out to be a thermal blanket that somehow was in like the cargo bay of the space shuttle, and then they opened the cargo bay for a spacewalk, and the space blanket floated out. Looked weird, but it was a space blanket, guaranteed, and multiple experts confirmed that famous photo of the so-called Black Knight satellite is actually just a thermal blanket. One of those, they look like aluminum. They're like gray, silver. So that's, I don't want to waste time with anybody, including Cliff High, talking about something I know is kind of nonsense. Zero is here and is a member. Thank you for being a member, Zero. With this super chat, take another victory lap around the broke better Phil. That is correct, sir.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
Money talks, and thank you for letting it talk to me. Let's continue with the Beg
It's
Fest.
pretty remarkable. I'm still shocked to this day that I'm actually making it work and actually it's improving. I mean, no lie, things are good right now. So
If things are so good, I mean, wouldn't most people, like, let's say you were having a really tough time. Look, I've had a really tough time as a streamer, especially when I started. We barely made enough money to pay the show's bills for the first, I don't know, year. In other words, we have to pay Spreaker $20 a month. We have to pay $50 for the streaming software every month. That's $70. I was lucky to get the $70 to cover the cost of doing the show for like a year. And but I didn't turn into a beggar. And then the thing is when things get better, you don't beg more, you beg less, right? So Dave says, I spent about $9,500 on a Land Rover Defender. I still need to do another $1,500 worth of work on it. You know what? I'm going to take a note. Land Rover Defender. I'm not a car guy. So mostly I've been looking at four-wheel drive pickup trucks. I've narrowed what I like is either a four-wheel drive pickup truck or four-wheel drive Jeep. I don't know. Some part of me has always wanted a Jeep. But I know what people say, Jeep equals just empty every pocket. And I'm sure any truck you're going to put a lot of money into over time to keep it going. But I'm going to take a note. I don't even know what a Land Rover Defender is, but it sounds like a good four-wheel drive car. So I'm gonna look into that. I'll put it on my list. Mark Maricos Chihuahua says, I appreciated the way you handled the Black Knight satellite when it came up. I just kind of dismissed it. And by the way, I got in trouble for interrupting him too much. And I apologize to anybody that was offended. V, you've been here a long time. You know me. Like, I can't, I have to interject. I can't just, some of these guests, if you just ask them one question, they could talk for a half hour. He only gave me an hour, so I had to kind of interrupt and interject. When do you think the casino is going to snake you? I don't know, soon, I hope. I could use the ratings, right? Don't you think I'll get a bump if they snake me? I don't think they're going to. I'm cool with them. I love those guys. I love their show. I love many of their audiences members who have come here and become part of my audience. I think those guys are awesome.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money.
I have no
I'm
money.
going to be honest here. I have no money right now.
No money right now.
You would think with the amount of moronic stuff and vitriol thrown towards me that it would be bad. It's not. It's the opposite. I'm actually doing really good. So
he's doing so good, he has to beg every day.
Let's see here.
Oh, and I just wanted to say, as far as those guys did nothing but help me. I got 5,000 subscribers from being a guest on their show, and I made a shit ton of money for a couple of months there with that big bump they got me. So, NWO News, I don't have any ill will for them, right? Link to AI clip. Cootie the Kid is here. 07. Good to see you here, Cootie the Kid. Big time show supporter with 5 for the goal. Says big ups, everyone. Well, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Not for Cootie the Kid, who's always throwing a couple of dollar signs in our hat here. Yeah, Keno Bump is. Listen, Zamolius. You can ask V. She's been here since the beginning of my show. V will tell you, I have been consistently producing content for 3 or 4 years. Nobody ever helped me. No other streamer, no other show. I don't want to say nobody, almost nobody. They helped me. So I have nothing but good things to say about them. And I thought that was a good fit. Like, these UFO scammers are basically locals, and it's easy to make fun of them. Here he is desperately searching his chat for money. He's not reading.
Someone tipped $2, says, you're going to hit the goals today? I'm waiting for Lies of P to start. I'll make sure that you hit it, and I love your playthroughs. Really? This person with a $2 tip is saying they're going to maybe hit the goal today. Well, you know, that's nice of you to say.
Avis.
But at the same time, be honest, I got to be skeptical about stuff like that. A lot of people have said quite a lot of things over the years.
Yeah, and I'm sure they did help him.
Full of baloney.
For a while.
Notably, people who, if you do this challenge, I'll do this for you. I love this content, I'll support it, and then they don't show up.
He can't be helped.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But if you are being truthful, then thanks. I mean, that would be amazing to hit the goal for Lies of P. I love the game, and looking forward to
that
more
guy
of the
gave
DLC.
$102 later on, and here he is.
So we got some
bitching
tips.
at him.
We got some super chats. Let's get some memberships and some subs. But in the meantime, let's determine what we're actually working for.
We got some tips and we got some super chats. Thanks for the money. Now give me more money. Now I want memberships. Now I want gifted subs. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
All right. So at 30 goals hit of support, what are we going to do for the next DSP tries it? We have 3 options that I'm weighing and balancing right now. Let's take a look at them.
By the way, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that since his address is public, somebody started sending him rope. Like, holy shit. If that's true, that is evil. That is vicious. People are sending him packages of rope in the mail. Holy jeez, right? Oh, man. Oh, man. Dave says, defenders are like British farm army vehicles. They always need fixing. For me, it is a project. All right, maybe I ought to stay away from those then. I need just something that's good and reliable and doesn't require too much work because I'm not a mechanic. I'm terrible.
And then let's see what you guys think. We'll probably do some polling. Okay. Option number 1. Wendy's is about to have a brand new meal.
Oh, how exciting. How exciting.
On the 20th of June here in the United States, and then in Canada on the 30th of June. We want to take a look at it? I think this is set up. Crap. Here we go. Wendy's and Takis turn up the heat with a flavor-packed collaboration. So, the Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich and
my kids eat those Takis.
Takis are joining forces for a Takis Fuego meal. En Fuego. Let's see here. So what is it? It's going to be a special sandwich and a special fries. Let's see what it is. So
it's spicy fries and some fucking spicy chips on a burger, you moron.
It's the spicy chicken sandwich filet topped with...
And by the way, doesn't this guy have gout? Why is he always eating like Mexican food and spicy food?
Crushed Takis Fuego chips.
He talks about he can't eat barbecue, but he's always eating all this other trash food. Doesn't that affect people with gout? I would think.
Chips.
Anything with too much acid.
Chili lime sauce, creamy corn spread. I don't know if I like the sound of that. And a cheddar cheese sauce. So basically 2 creamy sauces.
This does not sound very appetizing.
And then a cheddar cheese on top of the creamed corn, along with some Takis chips. Now, I said...
But if I had known, I should have ordered this meal and just ate it for free for you guys.
Before, I've never had Takis chips. So
I don't
know what they're
DoorDash,
like.
though.
I assume they're
I
like
have to go and
Fritos
get
or
it, so I
something.
can't do it now.
So I don't know. I've heard they're very popular in Mexico. Like, they're a big thing in Mexico. So, and then I guess there's going to be fries. So it says, taking Wendy's classic.
Yeah, I've given a lot of people a bump.
Chili lime seasoning,
but I've never
gotten
a
custom tearaway bag to allow easier access to the fries.
Yeah,
because it was very
troll. I also got 5 or 6 people monetized. Like they were near it. They had 800 subscribers or they were close to getting monetized. And I had them on my show and bumped them up to get them monetized. I try to pay it forward. David P. Burnell. Is it too late to get an abortion? Sorry, guys. Oh, that is mean.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
But we will allow it. I can't believe I don't know. I heard a rumor. Somebody keeps sending him packages of rope. The Braying Gamer says, how can DSP be this bad at games after 15 years? 15 years and nothing to show for it. Just constant begging and wage quitting games. It never ends. I'm fascinated with my 9-year-old because he is better at video games than me. And today, I got him this little handheld retro console. I know it's pirated. The Chinese, they make these little microcontroller. It's got a little screen in it, but it has video out. So he said, "Can you help me hook this to the TV, Dad?" And I did. He like beat Super Mario Brothers 3 in one day. Like I remember being a kid, that took me probably weeks. But thank you, the Brain Gamer. You are correct.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Well, I have some money now, thanks to the Brain Gamer. And Marico's Chihuahua says, "I love Takis. I think they would be ruined by Wendy's." Yeah, just eat the Takis and then get a Wendy's burger. You don't have to mix. Why is everybody's fascinated with mixing the stuff?
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Not for me. Thank you, Marico's Chihuahua. And Sandra McDonald is here. Earlier, V asked if there was any other females here. I know we've got Sandra McDonald and we've got Arlene and maybe a few others, right? Today, DSP did a social experiment. He played up the dangers of his gout for eating the barbecue meal, and then he made a poll to gauge how many of the trolls would vote for something that would hurt him. Ha ha! Suffer gout? Suffer belly? Akin Avis says, "Here's a $5 more roasting of the pig streams and exposing UFO lolcows." We will do that just for you.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
And that, of course, is from one of those famous times where he begged his audience saying he had absolutely no money. And they had to send him money, but it had to be PayPal so he could spend it and use it right away, right? Because his day off was coming or something. Oh, my God.
Very hard to get Wendy's fries out of the container previously. There's a new tearaway bag. It's totally not that they're trying to cut costs and give you a crappy paper bag to save money or anything. It's for easier access. Oh, okay.
Only Phil could complain about the packaging of garbage food. It's garbage food. What do you want him to package it in?
Got it,
Gold?
Wendy's. So if we do this, at the very least, there's two things to try. There's the new chicken sandwich and there's the new fries. So two different things in this meal. And this comes out the 20th, so in 2 days. Obviously, perfect timing for DSP tries.
I still can't believe that in Phil's mind, he thinks this is a great idea to motivate people to give him money. Like, if you guys just give me $1,500, I'll eat a new garbage meal from Wendy's.
For next week, right?
Of course, I did eat an Arby's burger for a goal, but only to make fun of Phil.
Or, I mean, if we go crazy with support, all right, I guess we'll see. All right, so.
I keep forgetting to tell my wife to get lunch meat so I could eat lunch meat sandwiches during these streams.
That's option number one. Option number two. Little Caesars has a new pizza called the Fantastic 4-in-1. All it is.
This guy's culinary taste is the equivalent of a 12-year-old's, right?
Is, to be honest, I looked at.
Like, my 9-year-old sees ads like this and asks me to go get him, But he's 9, dude.
At first, I thought this was something.
Phyllis is as susceptible to ads
All
as
it is
a 9-year-old.
a regular large pizza, and they split it into 4 quadrants. One is cheese, one is just pepperoni, one is pepperoni but also jalapenos, and one is bacon and sauce.
Is anybody else looking forward to this new Fantastic Four reboot? I think they reboot things too quickly, though. I like the first one. I thought it was very good. Well, not the real first one. The real first one was the most terrible superhero movie ever made, and they buried it. The more recent big budget one, but then the second reboot was terrible. So I hope this one will get it right. We'll see.
Sausage. So, honestly,
the gout one.
It's not very fantastic, is it? It's just a normal pizza. Like, I thought that there was going to be something unique
as a sponsor
to it. Like, oh, we'll offer you a premium topping that normally would not actually be on the pizza.
I'm back on carnivore, right? V.
But no, it's just typical stuff.
It's
so
working.
this really isn't a very good collab, in my opinion. Like, if you're going to do a collab, do one that stands out and is different, right?
I got just a little more to go to get rid of my spare tire, V. I hated having that spare tire. I started feeling like I look like my dad or something, you know? Like I've always been super skinny. So it's my wife's fault. She cooks too good. And my kids' fault because there's so many snacks since we have children. Half the pantry is snacks.
So, yeah, I don't really like this idea, but it's possible. The thing is, we just did Little Caesars like a month or two ago, so I don't think this one would be very good because we just did it. I'm not saying that the pizza's not good. When we got it, I thought it was okay for a fast food pizza.
Oh, for fast food pizza, it was fine.
I don't know how this would work if we just did it. I'm not gonna do the crazy bread. We just did the crazy bread, right? So like, what else would we do? I don't know.
They have wings. They have all kinds of stuff.
This one wasn't as good as I thought, you know? Really? Cheetah Man says, so basic represents invisible girl, jalapenos is flame guy, bacon and sausage the thing, pepperoni is the main dude. Do you not know any of their names? Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, and Human Torch. How do you... He said flame guy and main dude.
Well, not everybody's a comic book
superhero
dork.
Team led by main dude.
Not everybody is a comic book dork, Phil. Thirsty Tree with 5. And a good point. Imagine carrying a child for 9 months, going through childbirth and raising that child, and it becomes Phil. That is truly scary. I can't say I disagree.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Cootie the Kid with another one says, I don't know what to say. Here is another 5. Well, I know what to say, and that's thank you.
Throw money at me.
An H-bomb with 1 for the goal. Pardon me. 1 for the goal. Thanks again for getting... Thanks again for getting those YouTube check this month. Oh, I was confused. Now I get it. H-bomb is one of the people that I pumped H-bomb on my show every day for a month or more so that he could get over the goal and get monetized. And this month he gets his first YouTube check. So praise the cash almighty. Good for you.
But let's face it also, money talks.
Money talks, H-bomb, and I'm glad YouTube will be talking to you with money. I'm glad that you got it. You deserve it. You do good stuff. Praise the lunch meat sandwiches, says Maricos Chihuahua.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Yeah, he's upset that you're giving me money and not him, Maricos Chihuahua, right? So how exciting. We get to choose between a Wendy's trash meal and a, what is this, Domino's trash meal?
Dude.
Or Little Caesars trash meal.
Anyway.
Sorry.
All right,
Hot
last
and ready.
one.
That's Little Caesars, right?
Last one. So this is a local place in downtown of the town that I live in called Cedar River Barbecue. Now, I like barbecue. I'm going to be transparent here. I think
yeah, and here's where he cries like, I can eat that other trash, but I can't eat this food because this is going to mess with my gout. Why won't the other food mess with your
food
gout?
Is amazing. Slow cooked, all kinds of good sauces and seasonings and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah,
the problem
that
is,
looks like
I'm not
real
supposed
food.
to eat this stuff. Number one, I'm older. I'm in my...
Isn't it great? I don't want to eat real food. This looks like real food, Phil. He wants to eat the trash.
40s. I shouldn't be eating fatty barbecue foods to begin with. That's number one. But number two, I have a blood disease. All right? It's called gout. The blood disease means that if I eat too many foods that have high uric acid levels or things that cause uric acid in my blood, I get a buildup and I get crystals that build up in my joints. This means that my feet swell up and are incredibly painful and I can't walk on them. Now, the good news is...
Suffer feet!
I have changed my diet and lifestyle. I have managed to not have any major flare-ups of gout in many years. Okay, every once in a while I get a minor little thing here or there, but never anything too big. Eating something like this very well could cause a very painful flare-up for me. So I don't know if I really want to do it, quite frankly.
Of course, the
really
detractors want him to do that.
Okay,
do it.
But
suffer feet.
Well,
suffer blood disease.
Brisket.
Suffer. Eat that shit.
I have a pound of it, by the way.
Eat it.
a smoked tender brisket in a barbecue sauce
The Brain
sandwich with
Gamer,
fries.
love these pig
How about
roasts,
the
Steve.
Cedar
Big
River
ups.
platter,
Thank you
which
for
is a
your
little bit of
kindness.
everything. 3 pork ribs, brisket,
Throw
a
money
quarter
at me.
chicken, white or dark meat, chopped pork, and your choice of 2 sides. Holy crap, that sounds good. And it looks amazing, doesn't it?
Sounds like real food, Phil. Maybe you should eat that instead of garbage. And
Maybe
how
you
is real food worse for his gout than garbage pizza from a fast food pizza joint or Wendy's
Street tacos.
with super spicy shit all over it?
They do, the pulled barbecue chicken sandwich, prime rib. The king sandwich, which is both brisket and pork, and a spicy Cajun link on a sandwich. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, look at this. Dude, this looks so good. All of this looks like I would like every single one of these things.
He's having a
Every one of these I would
foodgasm.
love. Seriously. Lone Star Platter. So
52
anyway,
bucks.
and sides,
Must
look,
be
mac and
nice.
cheese,
I would
baked
never spend
beans, with all the
$52.
stuff in their
He's looking at $52 takeout platters.
baked beans. Oh my God, that
Jesus.
looks good.
Must be nice.
Oh man, homemade potato salad. Mexican corn.
Don't you have a wife? Like, if you want homemade potato salad, tell your wife to make it, dumbass. Or ask her to make it. Not tell your wife. I'm going to get in trouble here. I never tell my wife anything. I ask her very nicely and politely.
Home baked cornbread. Not that mass produced nonsense. Good stuff. Look at that. Little mini loaves. That looks good. And a dirty cup filled with barbecue sauce. Okay. All they have is peach cobbler. So that's it. Like their menu is basic, but their menu looks good, right? Like everything I'm seeing there looks quite good. All right.
He's not going to
So
go
here's
for
the
that.
problem,
He's going to go
right?
for the trash food because it's cheap.
That I could definitely do. But if I do it, that now means I literally cannot eat any kind of like red meat, shellfish, liquor. I can't do anything like that for like a week straight. I'd have to completely stay away from any of that
Yeah, I don't think that Phil's going to stay away from drinking gin for a week.
stuff because my body's going to be so loaded with that stuff. My uric acid levels will likely be jumping through the roof.
Oh.
All right. So that actually, no lie, legit puts me in like physical discomfort and risk. Not to say that it's like emergency danger. It's just my feet swell up or in a very painful situation.
Suffer feet.
Okay.
Suffer feet. Suffer blood. I'm eating garbage anyway.
So I'm curious what you guys think between those three. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a poll on YouTube. I'm going to set up a poll on Kick.
Yeah, what
I
trash?
have some shout outs
food
to
you
do
want
that
me
I'll
to
do in the
eat?
meantime
Oh
while
my
that's polling.
gosh, my
And then we'll see what you
gosh.
guys think. Okay? Let's do it. Let's set up.
Oh, look at that. Kick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore the Kick live stream. We've got some kind and generous folks over on Kick. Wacky Shucks became a subscriber. And not only did Wacky Shucks become a subscriber, also gifted 5 memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Wacky Shucks. Very, very kind and generous of you. And because you gifted all those subs, we'll give you a special one.
Day 1 views. Day 1 inflated views. Make the money. Gee, thanks for the money, dummy.
Give me the money.
I can't wait for the money. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money.
He needs that money. He really, really does. Thank you for your kindness. And Tales of the Sonic Voyage with a very good comment. I'd be willing to pay Phil to watch him eat a cactus or maybe a live scorpion on camera. I'd pay to watch him eat shit. Like, I'm a terrible person.
Why did I spend the money? Someone asked me, why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Sneedburger syndrome. I like some bacon sandwiches. Don't we all?
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Thank you, Sneedburger syndrome.
Both polls. Mars Rep has gifted 5 memberships to the community. Now, I took a look and the Mars Rep channel has been around since 2014 but has no content. It very well could be a real person or it could be fake. I don't know. For now, I'll count it. Thank you, Mars Rep. If you wonder why I'm saying that, it's very simple. We've had people coming by, doing fake membership bombs, over the last couple of years. They use a VPN to pretend that they live in a country they don't. They pay pennies on the dollar, so I make like 2 cents for like 50 memberships. So that's why I'm saying, I don't know if it's real or not, but I'll count them for now. So thank you, Mars Rat.
He's
That'll be 15,
so nice of him.
$15 of support. So thank you, Mars Rat. It seems you had no issues eating greasy burgers, pizza, fried chicken, and all sorts
here's
of
a
fast
good
food
point.
recently. Why is barbecue any different? The amount of meat. For example, yesterday I had pizza. What was on the pizza? Chicken sausage, not red meat. Okay. On the other one, there was Canadian bacon, but not a lot of pieces. Only very few pieces, right? The burger. Yes, when I ate that burger from Red Robin, that was a ridiculous amount of red meat. The rest of the week, I did not eat any red meat or shellfish at all. I stayed
poor
away
guy.
from it.
He didn't eat
so
any
I
red
didn't have it
meat.
in my bloodstream. You see, I have to do it now with the barbecue place.
He would die on my diet. I've been on this carnivore diet, and don't take any medical advice or diet advice from me. Consult your medical professional. But all I've eaten for the past couple of months is meat. He would die on my diet.
Ribs, red meat. Pulled pork, red meat. Brisket, red meat. Can I keep going? The only thing there that they have that's not red meat is the barbecue chicken. But when you go to a barbecue place, if you're going to truly rate it, you need to try everything they do. So like that plate that has all the
gotta
meats is
try
probably
everything.
what I would get.
Yeah.
But then that means I have to eat a ridiculous amount of red meat, which
H-Bomb, yes, I'm aware.
Good.
Kino's on vacation
So
for 2 weeks.
that's
Good
the
for those
difference.
guys.
There is a bigger risk.
They can
going to
do
a place
that.
like that.
DARKSYDEPHIL
so
never
much
goes
of
on
it all in
vacation
one
because
go.
he's a loser. He makes fun of them
Excuse
for
me.
going on
Okay.
vacation because he's a loser. I want to go on vacation. I haven't taken
So now-
a significant period off for 2 years now. I took 3 weeks off once, but really that was for medical reasons. It wasn't really a vacation, but I kind of had to take the time off to attend to some important medical stuff. Cave Teeth with $4.99. Welcome to the gout segment. Give me some grocery money. Ack. Where's the kick support? Guys, my gout is flaring up here. Yes, it is.
But let's face it also, money talks.
Thank you, Cave Teeth. Very kind of you and a big show supporter. A big and often show supporter, like so many of you. Thank you. Dark Knight Gnome D. These AI clips are funny. Put them in your YouTube to share. You know what? I will do that. I can, we have a master one where all of them are one. I can do that. I'll do it at the end of the show for you if you want to clip it, Dark Knight Gnome D. And thanks to Duty, the bum side Phil photo is from Duty, and I just animated it. Thank you, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Gnome D.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll put it on our Clips channel too. You have to try everything. Yeah, you can't just order one thing, right? Alcohol is so much worse for gout than red meat. Yeah, I have a friend, I have a family member who has gout and is also an alcoholic, and it's wreaking havoc with them. I think you're right, Thickus Wids. I think you're right. It's terrible to drink alcohol if you have gout.
Now, for the record,
And this moron is taking shots on stream.
Okay, we now have super chats, tips, and memberships. We have no subs from Kick.
Look at that. Oh my God. He is bitching at the Kick chat because he didn't get any subs over there yet. He's collected all this money from all these different sources, but how dare you Kick chatters not give me money?
Okay, we now have super chats, tips, and memberships. We have no subs from Kick. We need to get some subs from the Kick side. Let's get some support from Kick this morning. All right,
Wow. Way to
the
chastise
poll
your
results
audience.
are as follows because the polls have now been running for 5 minutes. Okay. Let me see.
Good for you, Sandra.
So on the Kick side, we had a whopping 26 people who voted. Wow, really active over there. And 54% voted for the barbecue from the local
Yeah,
joint.
I've been adapting
35%
pretty
voted
fine.
for Takis
I mean,
menu at Wendy's, and only a wimpy 12% for the Fantastic Four pizza. Okay. On the YouTube side, we had 153 votes, so definitely more engagement there. We had 50% voting for the barbecue joint, 30% voting for the Takis menu at
yeah, people want him to hurt himself. That's nice.
Wendy's, and 20% for the Fantastic Four
Let's
pizza.
kill the
It's
host.
very apparent
Tell him to eat the
no
garbage.
one cares about the Fantastic Four pizza. I agree with you. I'm dead on in agreement there. I think it's pretty dumb that they're actually acting like this is some kind of a special tie-in pizza when it's just a freaking regular pizza with toppings in 4 quadrants that you can get right now anyway. Again, if you're going to do a collab, you should do something special for the collab, whether it's, you know, over-the-top packaging.
Now
or,
he's an
or
expert on
new
restaurant
ingredients or something,
and
they're not
marketing,
doing that. I
right?
think it's lame.
Food
So,
marketing.
I agree with you there. Now, in regards to the
I
other
side
two,
with the gal. Go
the way
gal.
I see it is you have to strike when the iron is hot. Do you understand what that means? If you don't, allow me to explain.
It's dumb,
It's
but
all
he
about
added it to the
timing.
poll. Yeah, because he's a moron.
All right. Allow me to give you a reference. Back in the fall, when we were first bringing back DSP Tries It, right? It was actually the revival of the series. The first thing we were going to do was the
It's half of that is
Krusty Krab
hate
burger
viewers.
collab, the SpongeBob collab at Wendy's. And do you remember what happened? Well, I was going to do it, but we didn't do it right away. We held off. Then we decided to do that. And when we went to do it, you couldn't order it for delivery anymore. They had taken it off all of the online delivery
Comments are
menus.
from
And I
sadists.
couldn't get the Krusty Krab burger. Then people cried.
Series,
They
the
cried.
delusion. Yeah.
And they were so upset. They cried, scam, scam. He scammed us out of the Krusty Krab burger. Multiple other content creators decided to do a Krusty Krab taste test because I didn't do it. I'm serious. They drove to their local Wendy's, got the food, brought it home, turned on their cameras, and ate this shitty ass burger that was just a standard Wendy's hamburger, acting like it was something special just because I didn't do it, as if to say, ha,
Yep,
see,
they both need
Phil
a
won't do it,
psychiatrist,
but I
Arlene.
can.
You are correct.
It's really bizarre how these mentally ill people act. They're all so jealous of me and they wish they could be me. And if I don't do something, they have to do it to try to one-up me, right? Very, very bizarre behaviors. Anyway.
Well, I ate a lunch meat sandwich.
The point
Right.
I'm making here is that you have to do these things when they're pertinent. Right now, in 2 days, the Takis menu is coming out for Wendy's. People will be talking about it. It will be relevant. People will want to know, is it good? Should I try it? So I think this DSP Tries It coming up will be the Takis menu at Wendy's.
Very
Now,
exciting.
I may get other
Wow.
things as well.
How
Maybe I'll get a
exciting.
few other items here or there, because sometimes usually when I do these, I'll do like other things along with just the meal that I'm reviewing.
Notice he always does that. Like one meal is not enough for him. He's got to order a whole bunch of garbage food at once.
We'll see. But I think also we haven't done Wendy's in a very long time. If you think about it,
Yeah, a couple of people in the live chat have mentioned the carnivore diet. And again, don't take advice from me. You know, go to your physician or nutritionist, a professional. But the one thing I've noticed is that you get so tired of the stuff that you're eating that I've been eating some weird stuff. Like I had ground turkey taco meat yesterday. It was pre-seasoned ground turkey taco meat. Because I'm getting sick of steaks, I never thought in my life I'd be sick of eating bacon and eggs and steaks. You got to start eating different stuff. And I've never been one that liked ham, but I've been eating ham steaks. Whatever I can, do to vary it up, because it's getting boring eating just meat. And I think I would stab somebody to eat a pizza right now.
when was the last time we actually did a DSP Tries It for Wendy's?
Who cares, Phil?
Mushroom cheeseburger. It was in November. November was the last time that we did Wendy's. So it's been over 6 months since we've tried anything from Wendy's. I think it would be more pertinent to do that now. Get it out of the way.
I love this whole boardroom meeting. Like 23 minutes to decide what trash food he's going to eat after the morons that are, supporting his entire lifestyle give him $1,500.
And then after that, sorry, there's an update to one of my apps. I'm just updating it. After that, if we so choose to say, hey, let's do that barbecue place, we'll do it. I think we should just completely eliminate the shitty Fantastic Four pizza. That just looks stupid, right? Jay Kuma says, well, you better get some Pepto-Bismol for the Takis meal. Really? All right. Well, there you go. All right. So DSP tries it. For the 30 goals hit will be the Wendy's Takis meal. We can do it as soon as Friday because it comes out on Friday. But I can't get it before then because they're not going to sell it before then. So if we hit 10 goals in 3 days, we'll do it Friday. Let's do it. Let's hit 2 goals a stream for the next 5 streams, and let's do DSP tries at the Takis meal on Friday. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like it's achievable. That sounds like it's what we're reaching for. 2 goals now. Yes. Yes.
He's asking for $1,500 in a 2 or 3 day time period from his moron followers. I'm going to say that one more time. He's asking for $1,500. Hey, if you guys give me $1,500 in the next 2 or 3 days, I'll stuff my fat face with shitty fast food for you. Isn't that a great, reward for you for giving me $1,500 in 2 or 3 days?
Let's do it. Back of my head says, I'm not contributing for Wendy's. Fuck that shit. Back of my head, you never contributed to begin with. You're a leech and a loser. You're one of these people who just knuckle drag, right? Oh, ooga booga. I do what I'm told. Everyone says DSP's bad, so I sit in this chat and I badmouth him. Ooga booga booga. Ooh. So there you go. Anyway.
I smell another BS for Wendy's. Get scammed, Dents, says Master Belly.
Excuse me.
Yes.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Let's continue.
I received the Dents all the time.
$12 tip.
It's like he has loan sharks coming to break his legs.
No, actually, I wanted to see what we could eliminate. I didn't want to do the Fantastic Four pizza, but I was curious if there was any interest, and no one wanted it. So I'm glad we eliminated that.
It's a great scam.
We now know that people would possibly be interested in the barbecue, but we're going to do it time.
You really showed
Would I take a firm handshake from a shirtless George Clooney? Well, the question is, in what circumstance am I approached by a shirtless George Clooney? Number one, I don't even know how this would happen. I don't run in the same circles as George Clooney. I don't do anything or go anywhere where he would be. I certainly am not affluent and well-known enough to be in that. You know what I mean?
God, you moron.
So I don't know how I would even encounter George
Clooney, you moron.
Among my day. Like, how would that happen? How would this occur, right? If, like, I'm all of a sudden I'm walking down the street and George Clooney walks up to me with no shirt on and goes, oh, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, stay away from me, you freak. Okay? But if we're somewhere, somehow I was invited.
You can't even deal with a hypothetical.
I don't know.
This is
Beverly Hills, and we're in some rich dude's house for a party for some bizarre reason. I don't know why this would happen. And it's a pool party, and everyone's at the pool swimming. Everyone, no one has shirts because they're swimming. And George Clooney walks up to me with no shirt on. So, hi, I'm George Clooney. Oh, Darkside I know who you are.
How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast?
Maybe I would shake his hand. It depends on the situation. You can't just ask a question.
Yeah, he probably does write off the DoorDash as a business expense. I'm jealous.
It's a troll.
I'm jealous.
What's hilarious is that
I'm jealous because I have an accountant wife who's so straight-laced. She won't let me write off anything unless it's absolutely, legit.
People actually say things like, why would we
better
be
safe than sorry,
let's
I guess.
See. Because at any given moment, I could turn on a camera.
This is Phil projecting how gay he is.
Do whatever I want. I can have a good time, and I make a good living doing it, and I'm happy, and I'm married, and I'm successful. You are a loser sitting at home.
Nice way to talk to your audience.
Horrible things about me and my family because you're jealous.
Nice way.
Sorry if you can't deal with that, but it's still true.
How would you feel if you didn't get the Wolverine
It doesn't
toy?
matter how much you deny it. It's still true.
V doesn't believe he eats
that
breakfast.
DARKSYDEPHIL is successful.
I don't
They
eat
are
breakfast.
angry.
I never
They're
have.
upset.
Never.
Why would you be upset unless you were jealous? There's literally no other reason. Whether you hate me and like, well, I wish he wasn't
See,
successful.
Phil,
I think I should be
the
successful.
positivity.
Well, then go do
yeah,
it for you.
positive
Go be
content.
successful. Get off my back, you know, but you won't because you're a loser. You just sit there hating
Very
on other
positive
people who are more
content,
successful
yes.
than you rather than going and doing something for yourself.
His
You're a
North
hater.
Korean hug
That's
box.
the definition of a hater, okay? I used to be one.
You
but
mean
I
the
grew
orb
up,
that pays rent?
I grew out of it.
Oh, no.
I don't do that shit anymore.
Stuff a big wife.
Everyone out there,
Stuff a
you know,
big
more power
girl
to them if
wife.
they're going to be successful or
Pay that rent.
you know,
Phil
just
says
don't
he's
bother
successful.
me.
Yes.
That's the attitude I have. All right. So there you go. But you are jealous of me. If you act
you
like
only
this
knew
on the
just
internet
how
all day and you wish the
not
downfall of
jealous I
someone,
am,
you're
Phil.
a hater and you're a jealous person. There's no other reason why you would wish someone's downfall besides you're upset that they're successful and you are not. Period.
Thank you, Andrew Valentine.
Okay.
Big ups back to you.
Chusali has done a gifted sub. So we have our first gifted sub from Kick today. Wow. Wow, it only took YouTube viewers to get to a third of the goal early on the podcast for someone on Kick to actually respond and do something. Thank you.
He gets the money and he's still
Chusali for the
complaining.
gifted sub. I appreciate that.
Like, can he stop complaining?
And quite
since
honestly,
you got all that
this
money
could be
already?
redemption for Donkey
Jesus.
Kong because Donkey Kong 64 was so bad, it literally killed 3D platformers. Right? Seriously. 100% it killed 3D platformers because it sucked. Now, how many years later? 27 years later, they're actually coming out with a good 3D platformer, and it looks like it may be best in class, right? It may actually be the best one. That could definitely be the best 3D platformer I've ever seen in my life. So, looks amazing
What
to
a
me.
fuck.
I've got nothing. The only
Jesus
negative I got
Christ.
to say about it is
She's
you
fat,
saw
man.
frame rate.
I don't know.
dips.
Does she have a
Did you
beard?
notice that
I don't
during
know.
certain things they were showing the frame rate tank? And I think that that's
DSP
they were
is
trying
low
to, like,
T.
make it not prominent. I think it will be. If you play it at 4K, I think you're going to see frame rate drops a lot. I feel. But outside of that, that's the only criticism that I can see. The game looked amazing.
It was based.
I'm blown
what,
away.
What the
that
F is this
1,000,000%
take?
I'll be playing. And you guys better watch and engage in support with it, goddammit.
Yeah,
that
he
looks
sucked at
great.
that game.
And I don't want to
Of
hear,
course.
oh, but it's Nintendo Kitty game. Oh, why is he playing it? Because it's fucking good. Get used to it. I'm playing good games, and you're going to like it. I've had enough.
I love the way
People
he
complaining and
abuses
whining.
his
I'm
audience.
playing a great
Must
game.
be some
Oh, why is he playing that?
sadomasochist
Why isn't he playing
in
the
his
Million
audience.
Soulsborne spin-off or an online game that sucks with lag? Because I like good games. Prepare your butts. I'm playing a good one in July. Deal with it. All right. Let us take a quick break for a few minutes here. I'll play you guys some highlight clips. When we come back, it'll be 2.5 to 3 hours of Lies of P overture. We're over a third of the way to our support goal already. That's a great head start. Please, let's get some support for Lies of P.
So he didn't even start playing the game yet, and he's at a third of the goal, which is $150. So he's already at $50.
Let's hit the
Pretty
goals
good.
today and get momentum.
Pretty good. $50. He got paid $50 to complain to his audience about how little money they're giving him, and to complain to the Kick chat that they're not supporting enough.
Towards DSP tries it, Takis menu at Wendy's. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Oh, we made it through. We'll go to the next one. Business at risk. We'll go to this one. DSP totally upset for fans for damaging his business after a $20 slow stream. And this is from Memology 101. Go subscribe on YouTube.
I want you to understand something. This literally is a situation.
I
where
love
I'm in
this
dire
clip.
financial straits, and if this stands where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever did before,
Half as
starting
less
now,
money.
I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to have all my shit reclaimed. You know, credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy. I'm going to lose
Yeah.
everything.
He's going to lose everything.
Come on, right now. Right now. We're going to boot the game up. Let's get some support right now. All right, let's get the dishonesty is rewarded with slaps. I'd have a broken face if I touched you. No, I would touch you first. Even if you did strike back, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Even if you did strike back, it would be after I've already touched you. So I wouldn't have a broken face before I touched you. You're an idiot.
Nice.
Wow.
Great way to
In a
talk to
battle
your
of
audience.
wits, you come up with the short end of the stick
What a
there,
puke.
buddy. All right.
I want you to raise your hands up and start gathering your spirit energies. Gather your spirit energies, all right? Cashier Fink Oa says, should I send a tiny dono now or let it gain interest and send a big one later? You should do both. Send a tiny one now and a big one later. Or maybe you want to send a big one now and an even larger one later. That'd be amazing. I recommend sending as much as possible, as early and frequently as possible. There you go.
I have seen
I'm not going to
arms,
get anything,
Bill.
but, you know. I'm experienced. Oh, yeah. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a game. The game is Match the Tip. So right now the top tip is $5. Someone match that tip and increase it by a slight amount. So increase it by like a penny. Do like 501. And everyone keeps doing that and do a little bit increment, until finally I'm rich. Let's do that.
Give me money now.
It's my little game. I like to call it Make Phil Rich. Greed is massively strong. So no one's playing the game? No one's playing the top beat the tip game? Why not? Come on, it's just 501 to start.
What a beggar.
Because
Jesus
I
Christ.
do feel like we left so much out by not
Give me
finishing all the
welfare
content.
money.
And I absolutely would have done it if it would have been people showing up, engaging, and supporting, and they just won't. All right, and I hope you understand.
This
I love the
e-begging
game.
is fascinating.
1,000,000%. This will be in my best games of the year.
Dude,
I'm not going to tell you now this early on. It's going to be my game of the year.
like this.
But this will absolutely be in my games of the year
Well,
countdown.
it's definitely
that
dented,
good of an
yes.
RPG. It's one of my favorite RPGs that I've done as a content creator, hands down by far. And, you know, I would love to do the content, but in 2025, the viewing audience doesn't want it. You know what I mean? I just
blame
I don't
the
know what
game
else to
when
say.
people aren't giving you enough money.
It
He
sucks.
does
Again,
this constantly.
let this be a lesson.
Yes, give me
There's
your
a double-edged
disability or
sword
welfare check.
to making a living, also doing what you love, because you have to make decisions based on what's going to keep stuff afloat. And
Blueprint
as much
spec.
as I like this game, I mean, look, I finished
I think
it.
we have
And
that.
how many streams did we do? 3, 4, 5 streams recently that weren't hitting any support. Look at tonight, we got like $20. But I'm still playing it because I wanted to see the ending, right? You know, it just sucks that for bizarre reasons, people will come and support other stuff, but not this game. Again, it has to be the length. It has to be that it's an RPG.
It's the game's fault.
Things that I like.
You
I
guys
like
aren't giving me
lengthy
enough money
RPG.
because the game
I do.
is it's the
For those
game's
of you
fault.
who have been here all along, there's some people in chat
What
right
lesson?
now
You never learned anything,
who've been here for the whole
Phil.
playthrough.
Yeah.
I want to say a special thanks to you. I understand that not every single person out of the thousands of people
Put the
in a year
gameplay in
that
the
watch
bag,
me do
Phil.
content can support playthrough.
Suffer. Cry, bitch. Cry, bitch. Yeah. It takes so long, right? Look at him cry. It's a crying montage. He cries on stream a lot. More than David Wilcox. He cries on stream more than David Wilcox this.
I get that. But you're still here and you're still enjoying and you're still engaging, and I do appreciate you, you know? But you have to understand,
I don't think he's smart
it's
enough
tough for
to-
me. I want to do stuff like
to
this, and
know.
I can't
Or
continue at
but
this
he
point.
is.
I think what
He's
I'm thinking is,
abusing
give it a rest.
disabled people.
Maybe later this year, bring it back as a few chill night streams here or there. I'll let you
I
know when
agree,
we can
Glowing
sprinkle them
Dwarf.
in.
Yes.
So I absolutely want to explore and check out this content. Okay, I do. Look, there's 2 clouded
might have
areas
to eat
we
deli
never even
meat,
got to
the
to
horror.
access. There's all the
Yes.
things that were floating. There's areas that we couldn't get to that, like there, you know, there's tons. So, all right, and please understand, I will never
Yeah, I think
discredit
he
a
knows
game like
exactly
this
what he's doing.
in
He
my
doesn't
game of the year
care.
countdown.
He doesn't
simply
care about
because
the audience
it
as long
didn't
as he
resonate
gets
with
the
all
money.
my audience who support my content. Never. The game is superb. The game is absolutely a masterpiece. I hope you understand that. Okay. It's right up my alley. It really is right up my alley of what I would like from a game like this. So, there you go. All right. So, for Clear Obscure, Expedition 33's main plotline, story, and playthrough, thank you all
He
for
should do a
watching.
collaboration
I
with
appreciate
Wilcox.
you all.
He could beg for
And I'll see you in
Wilcox
the
super
future,
chat.
hopefully, for some side content. All right, that is it for Clear
Me
Obscure.
neither.
We have wrapped it up.
Good. My mom used
And,
to say it's a goddamn good day.
I hope
You
that
get
you
a
guys
lunch
enjoyed
meat
the stream. It's a shame we got
or a
20
hot
bucks of support
dog or
yet
whatever.
again for the
We were
game.
complaining- when
That's
we would
why,
complain.
that's it. I can't keep doing streams. I have to do stuff. People are going to show up for it and support. It's a business as well as a hobby. You get that, right? Like, it is what I love, but it also is my job. So, it would be like, if you have a job, let's put it this way. Let's say you have an office job, right?
and there's one part of your office job you absolutely love
justifying
doing,
wage
but you can't do
quitting.
it all the time. You're outright
is a
told by your
wage quit.
bosses, that's not
It's
what we need
wage
you to do
quitting
all
the
the
game
time.
because he's not
Sometimes
getting
that's
enough
good,
money.
but if you just do that one thing all day, that's not getting the whole job done. You still got to do
I think
this
you
and
might be
this
right,
and this and this. You have to stop doing what you like and do the other parts of your job.
Holier than thou. I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Hate to break it to you. On this planet,
I love his
not one
coping
single
when people
human
call
is
him
more
out
or
on
less
all the
important than the other
begging. He
humans.
gets so pissed.
Okay? I don't care how rich you are, how prominent you are, how famous or not
ESP
famous you
thinks
are.
his audience
Everyone's the
has
same.
jobs.
Everyone has
Yeah,
a right
they don't have
to
none of his
success,
audience
and everyone has a
have
right
jobs.
to do what they want to
If you
do.
have 8 hours
All
a day
right?
to watch
If
Phil stream,
someone
you
puts
don't
out a
have
product
job.
that people find entertaining,
And that's how I
Going
have
on
to
a
take
limb.
this. You know, I did tough through it, and I accepted that there were going to be nights like tonight where no one was really going to support, and I kind of swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well,
may
it
be
is what
right,
it is.
yeah.
I tried to pull out all the stops. I made offers for badges. I did everything. Sometimes life is life. Que sera,
Richard
sera,
Warner,
right?
you're definitely
There
better than
hopefully will be in the
DSP.
future
Don't
where it
listen
won't be
to
a
him.
big deal to take a night or, every once in a while in a random week and not have to worry about, oh, am I getting support tonight, right? All right, well, folks, that's it for Clear Obscure. I'm going to get to the bottom of what's going on with the camera right there. I don't know what it is, but all right. So I hope you will come back and hang out and engage and support the final day of the week. Sucks that I knew all week. I said, I'm going to beat Clear Obscure and no one's going to be there to support. And I was dead on correct.
That's
There are even
'cause it
people who
takes
normally
them a
do
month
support
to
who
beat a
sat
game
there and
that's
didn't
supposed to
support
take them a
tonight
week.
because they don't like Clear Obscure. There's not much I can do about that, folks. Okay?
Yeah, the game that he's talking about, for people who don't know, is going to get Game of the Year. It's an incredible game. It's not the game's fault. You have milked the audience for so much money they don't have anything left, Phil. You know, you can't milk a cow to death, bro. But he doesn't care.
All right, everyone. So I wish you all a good evening. I will see you all in the morning for my final streaming day of the week. Peace out and have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
These edits are fire. ESP Memology. Check them out on YouTube. Oh man. We'll go to the next one. Damaging his business. And here he gives warnings that his business is at risk.
I want you to understand something. This literally is a situation
All right, we already saw
where I'm
that intro.
Okay, everybody. I'm back. It's time for about 90 more minutes of the Lies of P DLC here on the stream today. So, it's just funny, and here's what I want to say, all right? So today I went into it on stream thinking, I got a lot of good stuff going on today's podcast.
Yeah,
so I'm
the
not
lack
gonna
of
mention
support
anything
is all
about
he
goals
addresses.
or income or nothing. We're just going to go right into it, and we did. And we had all this stuff to talk about, right? Think about it. We talked about the Switch 2. We talked about the new steering wheel that I got for Truck
Yeah, that's
Sim.
a great
We talked
intro.
about all these games, game
I'm gonna
trailers,
lose everything.
By the end of the show, the podcast, I made around 40-some bucks or whatever, and then I mentioned to everyone, hey, just so you know,
Cast and Chill was going to save the business,
Who's
guys.
saying that? Who the hell's this? Look, it's money. Money's talking. Hey, money, there's money over here. I don't know. How do I get you? I want this money. I don't know how to get it.
Somebody get me!
Oh, I want money. I need money.
we got this goal this week. We want to hit the goals. Please support the stream. And then I started playing Lies of P, and that was, hour and a half ago, and I've gotten 0 since then. 0. And the thing is, I haven't mentioned it until right now, until I went on this break. I purposefully said, if I say nothing, I wonder what'll happen.
Most people with intelligent brains that work, that are hinged properly.
So when people say dumb stuff like, you're e-begging and you ask for contributions, yes, I do. Because when I do, people say, oh yeah, that's right. I'm watching a stream. I'm getting good content. I want to support that. And then they do. If I don't bring it up, I don't get support. You get it? That's my model. I think what it is, a lot of people forget. This is not a paid for model. I don't have a sponsorship. I don't have a partnership. I'm not making tons of money on you know, a paid product
This
product
is why I
placement. I'm not
beg.
getting paid to
I
play
beg
lives.
because I have to.
I'm not some giant streamer with 10,000 views so that every video I put out, I'm making money. Nah, I make my living on these streams, 100%. So I have to, on the stream, say, hey, please support the stream, because here we are.
Yeah,
we got about
and most streamers, this is what gets me about him. He's coping and seething like, listen, guys, I have to beg like a crackhead, because if I don't beg like a crackhead, I don't get the money that I... Most streamers mention they have a goal or here's how you could support the show once. He does it every 5 minutes, man.
an hour and 20 minutes left on the stream, and we've been at $44 since the podcast ended almost 2 hours ago because I didn't say anything. And I'm going to repeat that, because I didn't say anything. If I had said, hey, please support the stream, let's hit the goal, let's get motivated, we would have. Right now, guys, let's get our first sub on Kick. We haven't had one. Take a look. We haven't had a sub on Kick. We haven't had a membership. What we had this morning was a few super chats and a few tips, and that's it. Let's get our first sub on Kick right now. Who on Kick is going to support the stream? You've been sitting here watching all morning. So now, sub.
Get it?
Send a sub. Get some support.
No.
All right? How about a membership on YouTube?
Get it.
All right? Anyone who's enjoying the
get
gameplay,
it.
please support it. I can't continue to operate with a $40 stream of a major new release. I just can't. Well, guess what? If I can't file my taxes, I can't pay my taxes, I go to jail, and I can't stream.
I think he can't help himself.
So if you don't see the benefit of avoiding that, again, I can't help you. You're an idiot. If you're that dumb, I can't help you. I mean, really, if you're really that fucking brain dead stupid. I paid $60 for this game because I had to rebuy the base game and the DLC. All right? So please support the stream that you're watching and enjoying, and let's hit some goals. I want to do this DSP Tries It this week. You guys voted. You want to see me do this T-Pain Munchies meal. Let's get some support going. You know, I just spent over $300 on this wheel right here, and this joystick is this shifter. Oh, it's not even capturing. Yeah, it won't capture. For fun. Truck Sim stream, all right? Please support this.
You can support me
Please,
by
let's
giving
get
me your
something.
whole
Let's get some
crypto
support
wallet.
right now. I don't care if it's a super chat, a tip, a membership, or a sub. Let's get a piece of support right now from someone.
He eats garbage.
I mean, right now, how many viewers do we actually have over on Kick? 81. Out of everyone sitting there on Kick, someone support the stream. Seriously, one person out of 81 support the stream in some way. No, you see, here's the dumb fucking thing. Oh, he's big. Guys, did you not hear what I said? I guess you're fucking deaf. Literally, if I don't ask for support, I don't get it. Because people are reminded when I ask for it, I say, oh yeah, I'm watching a good stream. I want to support that good stream. Let me support it. And then they do. If I don't say something, I get nothing. Look, I said nothing the whole podcast.
Is more aggressive than
I said it at the very end of the podcast. I played over an hour of this game, said nothing. Nothing. And now here we go, coming back from a break, no contributions. Do you see the pattern? Pattern. Do you remember that day when I said absolutely nothing at all the entire stream and I got like $20? You remember that, right? So let's get some support. All right, let's continue now with the game. But please, someone support the stream. We got, like I said, about an hour, 20 minutes left to hit the goal. We can do it, but I need some people to actually come by and support the content they're watching. Okay?
Imagine the people that are so susceptible to this pignosis that they fall for this begging and this constant guilt tripping. Like, I'm amazed that YouTube lets him continue doing this. Like, he does this every day on YouTube. And I mean, I don't know if it's against the terms of service, but like, if I was a platform manager of any importance in YouTube and I knew that this guy was literally begging like a crackhead every day on my platform, I would tell him, hey, you can't do that.
So, for the record, today, thank you to everyone on YouTube and in tips supporting. Zero support from Kick. Zero. No one on Kick supported at all in any way, neither for the podcast or for this stream or this gameplay.
Jesus, you know, I've had an awful lot of Kick streams where nobody supported. I didn't feel the need to point it out and then guilt people. Jesus, God, this guy's cringeworthy.
So, pretty lame. Will we get any support from Kick by the end of the stream so they're not an embarrassment?
Huh? He just called
who this is.
Viewers.
All right, guys, last chance. Please support the stream. Let's get to $100 by the end of the stream. Let's get some subs over on Kick to hit it and make it happen, okay? or a tip or a super chat, whatever it may be.
Yeah, he won't
Come
stop.
on, let's hit
He's never going to stop.
$100 at least. If we can't hit the 150 goal,
Quite the
'cause we had
montage
no
of
momentum at all when I started
fixation.
playing the
I
game. Let's
agree.
at least do that. All right, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what to say. Obviously, guys, the whole idea is to try to hit goals, and it seems like it's like a 50-50 chance that we even hit a goal now. I don't know what's going on. For how long we were doing super well. This game is great. People loved it Friday night. All of a sudden today, no one's supporting it. I don't get it. He's like, well, not me, because I'm the same guy I was Friday night when I was playing it. I haven't changed yet.
Yeah, I've done nothing wrong. Does he not even realize, like, is he such a spurg that he doesn't realize that the constant begging is going to turn people off from contributing to him? You know, like, I don't know. Me, if I was watching a guy like this, for whatever reason, I would double down on, like, well, maybe I was going to give you a super chat, but now that you're being such an asshole and begging so much, I'm not giving you nothing. Suffer, beggar. But not his crowd. They're
All right?
susceptible to
So
the
anyway,
pignosis.
I hope that you enjoyed. Now, here's the bummer and the problem. Guess what we're doing tonight? Probably none of you are even going to attend this tonight, are you? It's 50-hour playthrough. I'm trying to get to the end of the game. I'm trying to finish it. We're at the very end of Act 2. I know probably almost no one's going to show up for this tonight. That's why I did it on a late stream, okay? So I hope you guys would come back, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, to tune into Claire Obscure. But
and give me
this
money.
playthrough has been basically dropped by a lot of people because it's such a long game, and that sucks because it's such an outstanding game. It really is. But this is why I was hoping today it was like this first stream would be a slam dunk easy for support because it's Lies of P and a podcast, and the podcast was great. People loved the podcast, but I guess not. So I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But hopefully people will show up tonight and support if they can, but who knows? I just got a 50 mad super chat from Doctopus. Thank you for a $5.47 super chat. Nothing, literally nothing. With that, at least we hit halfway to the goal. Thank you for that, okay? But I hope that I will see you all tonight for Claire Obscure, and I hope that you'll come by and support if you can. Okay?
I hope you losers will give me money. This is the same day. So all this begging we just saw was from the day stream. Now we're going to see the begging on the night stream.
Let's see how all of this goes. But with everything I just mentioned, does it sound like we're going to hit 3 goals between tonight, tomorrow's Blueprint stream, the trucking stream, and then Mind's Eye? I don't think we're going to hit 3 goals. So now it looks like everything's screwed up again. Because well, to be honest, we didn't buy food for Tuesday.
Oh my God.
So we were expecting that we were going to hit 3 goals by.
Oh, guys, I don't have any food. Remember on Kino Casino when he showed his fridge and freezer, and it was like jam-packed, like they couldn't fit one more thing in his fridge and freezer. But here, he's going to guilt his audience. Like, guys, I didn't even buy any food. I don't even have any food because we thought we'd hit these goals and we'd have takeout food. Come on, guys. Like, how cringe is this?
I don't think we're going to hit 3 goals. So now it looks like everything's screwed up again. Because well, to be honest, we didn't buy food for Tuesday. So we were expecting that we were going to hit 3 goals by then. And now here we are. It's like, wow, I never expected I wasn't going to hit a goal earlier today for Lies of P.
So essentially, he's scamming his audience. He's pretending to his audience that he doesn't have any food in his refrigerator or freezer. And if they don't give him money, he'll starve. Like, this is how fucking cringeworthy this guy is. He's literally telling his audience, I have no food. And if I don't hit these goals, I'm going to have to starve on this day. Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha, who is already a Praise the Cash member, has gifted 1 True Seekers membership. And this, my friends, is why you got to hit that subscribe button. Because if you're in the live chat and a kind and generous soul like Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha gifts a membership, you could win one. Like Archeron. Archeron was gifted a free membership by Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha. And we thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Wrong one.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Yes, don't worry about it. Thank you, Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha. And thanks to all you people who are gifting those memberships. And here's another one from Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha. Suffer Piggy, the David Wilcock of the gaming world. Lunch meat sandwiches from here on out.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Well, I have something else, so thank you, Duco Duo's Alpha Ralpha. Like the fact that he's literally willing to tell his audience, I have no food because we didn't hit the goal. So it's your fault, guys. It's your fault. I don't have any food. Me and my wife are going to starve to death. And no offense, I know I said I wouldn't involve his wife, but if you've seen his wife, I really don't think that wife of his is going to starve to death, missing one day's meals, right? Sneedberger said it for me, so I don't have to. His fat wife might miss a meal. Yeah, it is so cringeworthy. He's literally willing to pretend he's going to starve, and his wife is going to starve if they don't hit these goals. Like, talk about pressuring the audience. Like, yeah, just want to let you guys know that if we don't hit these goals, me and my wife are going to starve to death on Tuesday.
100%. I thought we were going to hit that goal for Lies of P. I never would have suspected the answer would be no if you asked me that. So I don't know. It's crazy. Like, we hit 45, almost $50 of support on the podcast. I started playing Lies of P. We played for 2 hours. Not a single contribution came in. And I'm like, I thought you guys liked this game. Let's get some support right now. Someone, come on. Let's get our first sub of the day on Kick. For God's sakes.
People are right. His begging is getting... I didn't think it could get any worse. It's getting more and more desperate. He's like, look, guys, I'm a starved to death. And my big fat wife's going to starve to death too. I know I said I wouldn't go there, but he opened the door. Dude, if you got a wife that's 200-300 pounds overweight and you're telling your audience that you and your wife are going to starve to death if you don't hit these goals fast, like, that is some cringy shit, dude.
For all that's holy, for all the love on the planet Earth, everyone now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to raise your hands up and start gathering your spirit energies.
Look at this.
Gather your spirit energies.
Oh,
all right?
Jesus.
Now I want you to take those spirit energy hands, and I want you to put them into your pockets and pull out your wallet and donate a sub on Kick.
He needs that
for
money.
God's sakes.
All right. We'll allow it. Sneedberger syndrome, yes.
Get one sub on Kick
That's like
right
saying
now.
Chris
So at least we
Christie's
can
gonna
say,
starve to
hey,
death, yeah,
Kick
by
got
missing
some
one
support
meal.
today. There was a single piece of support today on Kick. Let's get one sub.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I ask. A singular sub on Kick tonight. Let's do it. Come on. Like I said, YouTube was good. YouTube, we had a bunch of super chats, a bunch of tips. You know, there was a bunch of people watching. So I would expect you. YouTube, I can't complain. It was pretty good.
Yes,
I couldn't believe
malnourished and weak.
zero contributions, right? Look at that. What a shocking surprise that someone on YouTube supported the stream first before Kick. I mean, I'm just so blown away and amazed at that. You know, never would have expected that or anything. There must be a sub right now on Kick because we did not get a sub earlier today. As you can see, look at that leaderboard at the top of your screen right now. Do you see how empty that leaderboard is? Do you see it? Do you see what it says? It says, gift one sub to take first place for the week.
Yeah, I think
And
that
that's
he's
fucking
not.
sad and pathetic.
I don't think
It
that
really
he's
is.
making the money.
Let's get
he
one
pretends to.
sub right now on Kick, right now to start the night. Let's do it. That'll be a good way to start the stream. We'll boot up Claire Obscure. We'll get through Act 2. We'll sit here and watch an hour of movies. Then we'll try to get into Act 3, hopefully make some progress. But
This is a good question. I'd like to hear your take on the scummy self-tipping he does. Well, here's what I think. I think the Brain Gamer, and thank you for your kindness, I think that the Kino broke his brain, right? And the split with them has made him want to pretend that he's successful without them. So for those that don't know, sometimes he'll be like $57 away from the goal. And he's got 3 minutes left in the stream, and suddenly somebody anonymously, magically tips the $57 so he hits the goal. I think he's faking tips. I think he's faking goals, and he's doing it because he knows that Kino Casino is right. He's a loser and a bum, and he's broke, and he's bald, and his ego can't stand it. So he wants to rub it in Kino Casino's faces and the detractors' faces. See, I'm still hitting a goal. No, you're not. Nobody believes that somebody just at the last 2 minutes of a stream is going to give you the $57 or whatever it is. $116 I saw one time. Like, who's sitting in his chat going, you know what? I'm going to help Phil and give him exactly the right amount that he needs to hit this goal that he's crying and whining and complaining about. I think that he's doing it because he's feeling like a loser and like he got felted by the Keno boys. And this is all a reaction to that. Like, I'll show them and I'll show the detractors. See, I'm a winner. I'm still hitting my goals. No, you're not. You're faking it, you loser. But thank you for your kindness.
Throw money at me.
Thank you, the Brain Gamer. Well, let's continue. Not much more of this to go, thankfully.
But let's get one sub right now. Who's going to do it?
All this begging for $5. Remember, all this begging he just did was for $5.
Who's going to start it? All right, I guess we're going to get started. I guess we're not going to get any support again tonight from Kick. I guess not. I guess it's just inevitable now. We just expect no one on Kick cares. You'll all sit there, all 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 of you, and you'll just sit there, and you'll take, and you'll take, and you'll take. You won't give. You'll just take. I understand how it is.
Wow.
All right.
He takes and takes and takes and takes and takes. It's not just the audience. It's his family. It's his parents that he takes. And takes.
I want to say thanks for a good night stream. Sadly, we didn't even get halfway to the goal again. I mean, this is bad now. Now we're not even hitting, between the two streams, we're not even hitting a goal.
Phil,
you know,
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen at this point. What happened? You tell me.
You're a loser and nobody wants to give you
Jesus
money
Christ,
for your
fucking
begging,
scared me.
dude.
That legit scared me. This year, we've had crazy momentum,
Yep,
crazy
he's
support.
paywalling public
Everything's been
content.
great.
Yeah.
That's why I've been able to buy stuff like wheels and crazy upgrades, and we got controllers and all this stuff. And all of a sudden now this week, you tell me what happened. I have no clue. Nothing's changed.
You begged
It's not
too
even like
much.
attendance is
Turned off
down
the whole
or anything.
audience.
So I don't know, right? I don't know what else to say. You know, it is frustrating. You know, I'm working as hard. I'm not changing things. It's not like, oh, guess what, guys? I'm gonna
Good
cheap
point,
out,
Glazing Man.
do half work and stuff like that.
He refuses
So,
to give into the
hopefully,
reality that the glaze
Fingers
was fake,
crossed, we can
and the
come back
audience was there for the
tomorrow,
casino,
all
not
right,
Phil.
and go from there. Hopefully, we will hit some goals, because right now we're still at 7 of 10. I was intending to do DSP tries it on Tuesday. Right now, we're not hitting any goals at all, so we're not going to. Okay, sucks, but I don't know what to do about it. I can't change anything.
Oh, you might have to
Everyone's
eat a
saying you
lunch
banned
meat
your
sandwich.
biggest donators. No, I banned the same person who had 10 sock accounts, who every once in a while would come by and do some gifted subs. That's not every donator. This is fucking, you know who it was? Because I didn't know. It was Iron Chef
Yeah, it's
Sakai
just-
again.
They
I
usually
had
get
no
bigger,
clue
not smaller.
that those accounts were Iron Chef Sakai. And then
Yeah,
people clued me in. They were like, yes, that was Iron Chef Sakai. He's trying to mess with you. He's trying to basically get you to, like the other day, he was trying to
Yes.
bait me into playing
Bill has
Mario
a
Kart
degree
with
in
people and stuff.
finance,
It
believe
wasn't,
it
he
or
was
not.
lying, basically. He was full of crap.
He's not
No, I didn't
working,
keep him
he's
around when
playing
I knew it was
games.
him. I banned him as soon as I found out. That's what I mean. I didn't know
Yeah.
anything about that at all.
Iron Chef Sakai
But
offered
it's
to
all
give him
these stupid,
$500 to be unbanned.
idiots
He
coming
wouldn't
by
do
and
it.
keep trying to derail and shit. That's the same situation as Tutankhamun.
I think I would unban
a guy
Hitler
who comes
from
by
my
and
channel
supports,
for
but then all of a sudden now
$500.
he wants to do things. Oh, come and do we have to play this on this stream? No, we don't.
Maybe bad example.
No, we don't have to do
but
what
you
you
know what I
want
mean.
specifically because you're one supporter or whatever. But it's not. He was not the only supporter. That's what I mean. Like we've had some good streams and good weeks going on, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
someday he'll face
you
that
know,
he
it
has to
sucks.
support himself.
It absolutely sucks. Me too, Mozzie. I can't keep up with the sock accounts either. That's the thing. I don't know who any of them are. You know, so I guarantee you that some of them come in and try to start stuff with their donations and everything, but who knows who they are? I think that other guy Zangief was him too. I think that he had like 5 or 6 different accounts, and now then you find
He's got
out,
a lot of
and he tries to
spurs
do
in his
toxic stuff. You
chat,
ban him, and then
and
now
this
he doesn't contribute
begging
anymore.
works on
But
him.
he was not the one person supporting. That's nonsense. Complete nonsense. There were tons of people who support me. Just because you believe that, because you believe the detractor idiots, you're wrong. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know if it's just bad luck this
No,
last week. 'Cause
Iron
it could have
Chef
been. It could
Sakai
have
was his
been. Every
biggest
time I played
whale.
Clear
He
of
banned
Scare,
him.
every time I played Blueprints, we weren't hitting goals, right?
By
Now
the
all of
way,
a sudden
Iron
it's
Chef
also
Sakai, you want to be a mod
Lies
on
of
my
Pete
channel?
today.
Drop
That
some
I don't get.
bombs.
That I totally don't get. I thought we would hit it because we did it on Friday night, so I don't know. But I hope it's not something that continues, or else,
you're
I
right.
mean,
Lunch meat
here's the truth.
sandwiches are when
It's
they
not the
have
end of the
money.
world.
He tries to play it up as a joke.
If we're
It's
not
funny.
hitting goals frequently anymore, It's not the end of the world. It just means all of this special
right.
stuff that we were doing.
Anybody else did
Me
this, they'd be crucified.
doing
for this
events
shit.
where I'm spending a lot of money, me being able to flexibility to buy every game that we want at any moment, to buy peripherals, to do special things. It's just gonna go back to how it was, which I don't want it to.
It's
You know
gonna
what I'm
go
saying?
back to
Like, I
how it
want to be
was.
able to
I'm gonna
have
be
all
broke,
these improvements and
guys.
these flexibilities and things. The streams have been significantly better since I have the financial
They've been no
flexibility to do
better.
whatever I want. If
He
you haven't
hasn't
noticed,
improved in
being able to
years.
drop a game, but then get a new game on the fly, spend anything on
Events,
any
yes.
game, get any edition
Him
of any
eating
game.
fast
I mean,
food
tons
is
of
an
games we
event,
played
Arnett.
in the last several months that normally I wouldn't have, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that it comes back and it continues and it was just, you know, something different is going on, or it was just bad luck. Because there is bad luck too. There's just, okay, it's a week where it was slow, but now we're
He
starting
is
a brand
broke
new week.
mentally.
There's new stuff. The
He doesn't
first
even
thing out of the gates,
realize
I'm
that
playing a new game.
all the begging is turning
And we only
donators
get
off.
halfway to a goal. And tonight we couldn't even get halfway to a goal, you know? All right. Well, guys, I got to get out of here.
Peripherals that will just
Have a
collect
good night.
dust
I'll see you
after one
tomorrow.
use.
Podcast should be good. Truck Sim should be good. I have no clue how Blue Prince is going to go, but at least it'll be the last hurrah for it tomorrow. Okay? Everyone have a good night. I'll see you all in the morning.
Even though you didn't give me enough money. Yes. Well, I think we've done our due diligence. So what we learned from today is that the begging is getting more and more desperate. This guy's literally willing to tell his audience that he's going to starve. Him and his wife will starve for a full day because they don't have any food in the house. Like, I was about to say, I don't think he could get any lower or scummier or more scammy, but every time I say that, he proves me wrong. So I'm not going to say that. He will somehow find a way to get even more scummy and scammy than telling his audience, I have no food. We didn't hit the goal, and now I'm not going to have any food for a day. Me and my wife won't have any food. That's kind of like me begging you guys and saying, like, look, my kids are hungry, and I don't have any groceries, or I don't have anything to feed. I got my wife, we have a freezer full of chicken nuggets and French fries and shit. I can't beg like that because it's not reality. But like, even I don't even know, man. If my children were hungry, I would go find an odd job or something. I have a lot of different skills. I'd be able to make some money quickly or sell something, or I would never beg an audience. He's literally begging for grocery money now. She's hungry. She may eat him. Oh my God, his fat wife may eat him. Yeah. Oh my God. Cat ate all the food. That's what happened, right? He legit is a cam girl. My wife went hungry because you guys didn't give me any money. What the fuck? Pizza goal next pig roast. You know, I'll do that. I promise. The next pig roast, I will eat pizza. But I got to get my wife to help me because, you know, like, I don't want to sit here eating cold pizza. So if she's willing to help, and I'm sure she will do that, I'll get a couple of pizzas, one for the boys and one for us, and I'll eat pizza on the next pig roast. Yeah. And I'll eat the pizza before we even hit any goals, right? It's so messed up, all the money that people give all the scammers and YouTube beggars. It makes me bitter sometimes, Arlene. You know, like, if I watch David Wilcock's whole streams, I start getting mad because I start pocket watching, and I don't like to be that guy that pocket watches. But when somebody like Wilcock is basically just lying to people, telling them he's talking to angels and shit, and he collects $3,000 in a single stream, you know, that could be my whole month, you know? After Triple P saw all of the food in Phil's fridge, It's a Gundam said Phil's fridge has enough food in it to feed an army of Hungarians with all the midnight snack pizza in it alone. I could go for a midnight snack pizza. I've been on this diet and the carb cravings aren't really bothering me too much, but every once in a while I'm like, but I have one I have one cheat meal a week, but I still try to not go crazy. Like, one of the things that I crave is pizza. So I've been eating and this is a cheat meal, believe it or not. You get a flour tortilla and you sauce, cheese, pepperoni, or whatever toppings you want, and you put it in the toaster oven for 10 or 15 minutes. And it's basically the best thin crust pizza you'll ever have. And even though there's carbs in those flour tortillas, I think the low carb ones I got are like 40 calories. That there can't be much carbs in it. I eat 3 of them, but the crust is this thin, so it's not like I'm eating deep dish pizza for a cheat meal. I'm afraid to eat too many carbs because then it sort of resets your body. But again, don't take medical or diet advice from me. Consult your medical professional. Private donos is keeping this man afloat. Yeah, I find when you're on a more restrictive diet, cheat days just make you really sick if you try to go back to your old eating. Well, that's why, listen, if I'm cheating with eating 3 tortillas in a day, that's not really that bad, right? But if I was to sit and eat a deep dish pizza, you know, by myself or so, if I really loaded up on carbs, I would feel sick, I think. So I try to keep it, even though I'm cheating on the diet. Or one time I was having terrible cravings for vegetables. So a cheat meal could be a really big salad because but I'm like, that can't be bad for you, eating a really big salad for a cheat meal, really big salad. Yeah, I see people go crazy. I don't know how they do that. I don't. No, I even if it's a cheat day, it's a cheat meal, it's pretty light. I had a meat feast thing pizza last night. I feel like crap today. I normally just eat chicken and vegetables for dinner. Yeah, I ate nothing but chicken breast and broccoli every day for a while when I was trying to cut weight before. But I'm looking forward to cutting the rest. I'm going to lose 5 or 10 more pounds and get rid of the rest of my spare tire here. And then I'll have a couple of cheat meals, but still try to stay pretty good on the diet. I feel great on carnivore diet, but again, don't take advice from me. I'm just relaying my personal experience. Go to your medical professional. But I feel like on this diet, I have more energy. I feel like I'm getting better sleep. I feel like I'm getting more done because of the higher energy levels. Like, haven't we all experienced this? Like, if you eat a big plate of Chinese food, for example, like chicken lo mein and pork fried rice, it makes you feel lethargic, right? You want to take a nap. Same for a big bowl of pasta or eating a big pizza or something. If I eat too much carbs, I feel lazy and lethargic, and I need a nap. But the all meat diet is like filling, and I don't feel like I need like to with regular food, carb laden food. I feel like I have to sit and digest after dinner for a half hour or an hour. I don't feel that need. Now I just eat and go. It's fine. And for a man, I think a carnivore diet's pretty good. Like it makes me feel, I feel pretty good. I got to add in more exercise though. But unfortunately, I'm home alone with my kids all day because it's summer vacation. And it's very difficult to take my autistic son anywhere outside. But I'm going to start making him go for a walk with me and my other son. And maybe we'll go to the walk to the park and whatever. I got to get more physical activity in. Bacon isn't that bad. The chocolate, however, is. Huh. I'm chubby because bacon and dark chocolate exist. Yeah. And Archeron says, yeah, you're toasted after that. Yeah, you can only eat so much of that stuff. It makes me feel lethargic and beat up after I eat too much carbs. I don't miss pasta. I miss rice occasionally. And one of the things that's kind of getting on my nerves is that my kids and my wife, they want regular food. So I cook dinner every day, but I feel like I have to cook 2 meals. I have to cook one for my family and one for me. But sometimes that's not true. Like I made Salisbury steak the other day, and I just made extra, you know, Salisbury steaks, and I just ate this Salisbury steak and a little bit of gravy on top. and I didn't eat the mashed potatoes and the other stuff, but my family did. But most days it's like 2 meals. I got to make dinner for them, and then I have to make dinner for me. But this diet's also pretty easy because I got an air fryer, so I could just throw a frozen steak in the air fryer, and that's dinner. It cooks pretty good, and I like my pizza light on toppings. Yeah, it depends, right? Our cake revival is very late. Yeah, I feel you. I like thin crust pizza and maybe some sausage, pepperoni or something. You guys are making me hungry. I didn't eat today. That's another thing I got to start doing. I got to start eating I only eat once a day. I got to start eating at 2 p.m. That'll give my system more time to digest, and maybe do a late night walk by myself or run. Uh, Unironically, have you ever tried taking your son like go karting? It's actually a really fun activity for autistic children. Yes, I have, but I don't know that he would deal with. He didn't deal too well with the go karting. Like, he didn't get it, like how to control it too good, and it didn't go that great. My pizza with extra sauce and extra cheese. Yeah, absolutely. Trolly troll troll with one for the goal. I'm pretty sure a tub of earthworms is a legitimate business expense. That's what I think. Yes. Yes. And thank you.
Dude, I'm gonna make so much money. This is insane.
And for those unaware, Trolly Troll Troll is referring to fishing. Every year at my cabin, our whole family, because my wife's family comes, we all have a fishing tournament. And whoever catches the most fish all summer gets a trophy, right? And 2 years in a row, my youngest son, Xavier, the cash clown here, he's won. He's so lucky at fishing. We're fishing, and thank you, Troll Troll Troll. We're fishing in the same pond. He catches 5 fish, I catch one. You know, it's one of those things, right? Still fishing. Yeah, I will be. We start not this weekend, next weekend. The tournament starts once everybody gets there. It's tax free, bitch. Wilcock wishes he had a cabin like yours, Steve. Well, here's what I'll say, Louis Camus. David Wilcock scammed people out of millions of dollars, and then he bought a multi-million-dollar log cabin style mansion. My cabin, I've been building it for 5 years now, and every inch of that place was built with my own hands, and I'm very proud of it because it wasn't a lot of money. Certainly, yeah, I bought a lot of materials, but we used a lot of recycled things, recycled doors, recycled windows from the trash, from job sites and things like that. And I'm just going to keep going. When I'm done, the cabin will be 1,500 square feet. And that's a pretty good sized cabin for one dude building it. I did have a little bit of help with one of the roofs, two of the roofs, my neighbor Matt, but he's in construction, so he knows what he's doing. And when there's something mission critical, like a roof, I feel better having him help me do it so that it's right. And so far, it's all worked out. It's all worked out. Like, everything is great. I will be doing a cabin walkthrough for Patreon members and channel members, and then we'll make it public because I'm going to clean the whole cabin this weekend after I'm done with some landscaping stuff. And that'll be the cleanest it's been in quite some time. So it's a good time to do a walk. People are curious, like, can you show us more of the inside? Well, it's kind of a mess. It's construction debris everywhere. And then if I'm there by myself on some of the weekends over winter and spring, it looks like a frat house. There's beer cans and pizza boxes, and I got to clean the whole cabin this weekend. But I'm looking forward to it because I always. Did you need to get Louis Camus? This is a great thing. This is a great question. Did you need to get 1,000,000 permits for the cabin? No, I didn't need any building permits. None. Zero. None. Look it up. In Pennsylvania, there's something called a recreational cabin affidavit. And basically, it's a legal document that you give to the township and you sign it. And that document says that you're building a vacation home or a recreational cabin for recreational purposes. And you have to swear that it's never going to be used for a primary residence. and or for any commercial purpose. It's solely for personal use, so I can't rent it or anything like that. But that makes it building permit exempt. And there's no restrictions. I can build a cabin as big as I want, take as long as I want. I know one girl at the township, and every once in a while I see her in town, and she says, "How you doing with that cabin?" I go, "Still going." And she goes, "Well, whenever you're ready, just call us and we'll come and do the final inspection." But all they're inspecting for with a recreational cabin affidavit, all they inspect is that you have a fire extinguisher, a smoke detector, and a carbon monoxide detector in any room you're going to sleep in. But that's the only thing they check for. I don't have to submit plans, blueprints. I don't have to have building inspectors come out. And it's a great workaround for all that stuff. But just to be clear, there are people that do it this way and then they live there. The township, what are they going to do? Surveil you to find out if you're living there all year? They don't really do that. So it's a workaround for some off-grid kind of people, I'm sure. But we're all legal. I have a primary residence in Warminster, Pennsylvania, big suburban house. So my wife would never live at the cabin full time, even if we could or we wanted to. She likes I don't know. She likes normal house and normal everything, and there things are kind of hillbilly engineered. That sounds really nice, actually, compared to the other U.S. states. Yeah, I'm lucky. Pennsylvania is very kind to. It's supposed to encourage people to build things like traditional log cabins or off-grid cabins, dry cabins, things like that. It's not near the finger. It's in Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. The closest really big lake, Kevin, you can look this up, is Lake, good luck trying to spell it, Wallenpaupack is the biggest lake nearby us, but it's right near Goldsboro State Park as well. There's a lake there. We have, before I bought the land for the cabin, I looked on a satellite map and I saw, here's a lake, here's a lake, here's a lake, here's a lake, here's a huge lake. And the cabin was land was situated like right in the middle. It's not lakefront or anything like that. We have a little pond that's about a 3-minute walk down the dirt road that our cabin is on, a little fishing pond. But the lakes, you have to get in your car and go, but there's so many of them nearby. And we just get in our car and spend a day at each different lake. See the cabin now. I don't have any pictures handy, but there may be some on Facebook. Give me one moment here. Older pictures. I don't think I have many more recent ones, but I'll try to find. I don't have really good photos. I don't see any. Well, I could show you a couple of things. Yeah, I'll show you these. 1 second. Let me see if I can. This is before the porch roof got put on. Now the roof is on, but that's kind of hard to see. Let me see if some other pictures. I put these posts in and then we built the roof. This is a covered porch with a stone patio. This is building that. So, that's kind of a better photo maybe. So this is cordwood masonry, and that's a stone patio. We've since put the roof on. So I'll see if I can't get some more recent photos of it. But I'm on this group for people building rec cabins on Facebook, and I post some photos there, but they're pretty old. Oh, this is good. I'll share this one. Let me see here. Oh, here. This is the stone patio. So that stone patio is built out of natural stone. It's just stones from the property, and so are those pillars that the wood beams are in. And here's another view of it. I'm terrible at taking pictures, but we've since put the roof on the porch. So what you're seeing is the porch there. And I'll see if I can't find one more set. I know I had a set before we started on the porch in that group somewhere, I think. Hmm. Maybe not. Yeah. I don't know how many. Oh, this is a good view of the side of the cabin. This is the side of the living room of the cabin, and you see those big windows. Those are actually sliding glass doors, and this is just logs and cement. So logs, cement, and lots of time. I'm a glutton for punishment. That living room took a whole season. It took like from fall to winter to finish this living room. And this is just, it's called cordwood masonry. You can look it up. Uh, yeah, there's electric there. That's the only utility we could get. So yeah, we got it. We do have a solar backup though, because the power goes down a lot. Taylor says that is epic. Great work. Yeah, and we're using a lot of recycled materials. Like you can see this. This is sliding glass doors. Like somebody had sliding glass doors. And of course, there's always naysayers. Isn't that going to rot? Isn't that going to, the bugs are going to eat that and it'll get termites. It's been there for 5 years now. And we've had no problems with the construction method that I picked. There are cabins built this way in Europe that are almost 1,000 years old. As long as you keep the water, you got to put a big overhang on this. You keep the water off of the log faces, it doesn't rot. And yeah, I'll get some better pictures to show you another time. Yes, this Sunday is the NASCAR weekend at the Pocono Raceway. You don't have to remind me. It's going to be terrible traffic getting home because of that. But it is what it is. You know, I'll probably leave late on Sunday, right? Yeah, termites specifically love older wood, not something like this. Yeah, I mean, listen, and the reason a couple people have asked me, why did you build it that way with the cement? It's because that's a 12 by 24 building. I couldn't carry 12 or 24-foot logs and stack them by myself without a machine, right? So, yeah, Arlene shows there's a live stream from inside the cabin with guests. If you want to take a look at the living room and the inside of the cabin, Angel Makers, I don't know what you're talking about, but I think they both probably existed. So listen, we have done our due diligence. I'll take another moment to check in with the Kick Live chat and make sure there's nothing else for us to call out. Nothing on the Kick side, and I don't see any more super chats coming in. So we've done our due diligence. I'm going to bounce on out of here. I'm not sure when the next live show will be. I will be leaving for the cabin tomorrow evening. And I'm so glad because today I had to run around like a lunatic after my wife got home at 6 and still make tonight's stream. But I got all my errands done. It's a sometimes 2.5 hour drive to the cabin. And one of the things I hate is when I go to the cabin having to do like an hour of errands before I even get on the road. So I've done all that today. I got a load of mulch. I have beer. I have groceries. I have whatever I need. I got some screws and nuts and bolts and fasteners and other landscaping stuff, tools. And it's my car's all loaded except for the food and my backpack. So tomorrow I just get in my car and go straight to the cabin, and I love that. I hate it when I have to stop at the beer store or stop at the hardware store or stop at Lowe's to get materials. It took a little bit of doing today, but I'm glad it's done because I love the straight shots to the cabin. It's already a long enough drive. You don't want to add an hour of stopping at all these different stores on the way. So, um, what's my brew of choice? Well, I'm on this diet, so lately I've been drinking Michelob Ultra, and I really like Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus. But my normal brew of choice is Yinling Lager, and that's a Pennsylvania beer. You may not have it in your area, but I grew up on Yinling Lager. That's the best beer. It's really It's a lager, but it's sort of brown and thick. It's not like a light yellow beer. But unfortunately, trying to lose weight and drinking full beer is not good, right? Archaic Revival. I knew Blasty was a one timer. You can easily identify that kind. I don't know what that's about. Uh, oh, sorry you missed the show, but I'm glad that you got here anyway. Try making a shed like that. Well, good luck. That's all I can tell you. I'll say this. I loved the process of cordwood masonry, but when you see that building, know that there's thousands of pounds of mortar mix in between the logs. I mixed all of that by hand with a pail, 80-pound bags at a time. It is not easy work. It is the most physically demanding thing you'll do. You got to carry all those big logs and stack them, and then you got to cement in between them. You have to mix the cement. It is very, very difficult. But I will say this, it's beautiful. And in the community where my cabin is like almost like a local tourist attraction. Like people come just to see it. Like I've had people from 2 towns over come, and it's just a little dirt road, so I know they're there to see the cabin. They like stop and they're taking pictures out their window, and sometimes they don't see me. I might be on the side of the cabin working or something, but it's become something of a destination. And my neighbor tells me that people are always stopping and taking pictures. You don't see something like that every day. And the funniest thing is, I've never built anything before that cabin, but God put in my heart a dream to build a cabin in the woods. And come hell or high water, I was going to figure it out, and I did. And, God works in mysterious ways. My neighbor across the street, his name is Matt, has become like my best friend. He works in construction. So anytime I got stuck and I didn't know how to do something, I would just have him come and show me what to do, and he would know exactly what to do, whatever we were doing. Lots of competition for the hardest thing I've ever done. Try a Beck's Dark. I will do that. Yeah. King Cobra malt liquor. I don't know about that. Yinling is the best. I miss it. Even Yinling Light I haven't had. I went from Yinling to Yinling Light to this near beer, I call it, this Michelob Ultra. And then there's Bud Light Next, I think it's called. It's 0 carb beer. That's the worst. It tastes like seltzer that somebody spit one mouthful of beer into, or so. It is gross, right? I could see the cement, and I know the pain of mixing tons I had to do for foundations of people's houses. Yeah, that's not easy, right? Genesee Cream Ale? Are you for real? You like that? I don't know. It's okay. All right, so we've done our due diligence. What we learned this week is that DSP is still begging. Big surprise. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but be sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at Stephen Cambion, or X at Stephen Cambion. Check out our website, trueseekershow.com. You can email me at trueseekershow@gmail.com. And from our website, you can get all the latest episodes, whether you want them in audio format or video format. They're all there. And also, please be sure to subscribe to our new Clips channel. It's pinned in the live chats. It's True Seekers Clips on YouTube. We're trying to get that channel monetized. And I appreciate every one of you who takes the time to go over there to subscribe. I keep saying I'm going to be adding more clips, and I never quite get to it, but I will sometime this weekend. Hopefully, but I got a busy weekend. I got to do all this. I have to do all this landscaping. We got 10,000 pounds of gravel and maybe a ton of mulch to spread and arrange and all that kind of stuff. And I have to clean the whole cabin because my wife will be there the following weekend, and she's a stickler. So I always stress out about the cleaning. I'm like, I clean it as best I can, but then she comes there and finds all kinds of shit to be mad about that I didn't clean good enough. God bless you, ladies. You're right. You can't depend on a man to clean a whole cabin or a whole building. We're going to take some shortcuts, right? Guinness. Everything else is grifting as beer. Yeah, I used to drink a Guinness, but that's when I lived right near an good Irish pub. You got to get it. You got to get Guinness draft. It doesn't taste the same from a can or bottle or anything like that. All right. So I'll be back sometime. Just follow me on Twitter and be sure to join our Discord server as well. If you enjoy these chats, you'll probably enjoy our Discord. I want to thank all of you for your kindness, generosity, and support. All you Patreon supporters, all you channel members, you Kick subscribers, you people gifting subs or gifting memberships, you people sending super chats, super stickers, you PayPal pledgers, and people buying me a coffee. Thanks to all of you. We're a viewer-supported show, and you make that work. So that's all I got for you, friends. Until next time, my name is Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you.
The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive. Come along and watch him play. He's got some goals and you must pay. Tune in, watch him beg and cry. His bills are due, he just may die. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive. Watches begging streams all day. He sucks at games but makes you pay. Day off tomorrow and DoorDash. Send in some tips, he needs your cash. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of DARKSYDEPHIL. He needs your money to survive.